WJBW is made possible by sausage. Stick one in your mouth.
Hey, all you racists out there, you should not be listening to our show because we do not like you. JB Retro.
Next.
Bob Leamy is the one guy that I know that has a drill bit big enough to do a big, nice, glory hole at any truck stop he goes to.
You're very silly. You know that. It's silly, man.
Nope. Fastest man to woman. That's what we're going to do,
Yeah.
Sometimes I don't listen to some of our podcasts.
Maybe that's where it's at.
Yeah, I like it.
Oh, you know, some people are into that. I know there's a website.
Fucking asinine.
Some shit like that. You gotta do the Rocky Mountain Ride.
Big disco.
Everybody get in the Rocky Mountain Ride.
Yeah, I like it.
What?
That's it.
That's right.
That's how we open up.
You know,
The original,
Yeah.
JB Rev show. And
JB
it was about
Rev
this time
show.
last year or 3 years ago. I saw on my Facebook memories. Thanks for that, Facebook. 'Cause
3
I
years.
don't remember. About 3 years ago, we
Yeah.
actually changed the name to the
JB Rev show.
So
Wow.
there's a little
Just like that,
anniversary
dude.
for you there. Welcome back.
That's crazy.
We are the original. We are out of Orlando. We
Yep.
spray love in people's faces a couple times a week up in this joint.
Squirting that
And,
shit out there.
Yeah. The Circadian Cast of music to listen to original music and pump those sounds out. We do that usually Thursday or Wednesday night. And then our premiere show of WJBWnetworks.com is the JB Rev Show. We learn
right.
about talented people. We talk with them. We get to know them a little bit. And
That's right.
that's to us kind of exercising the very core values of American principle. Not thinking you know
True
what
story.
somebody is or does, but let them tell you them damn selves
Right.
who they are and what they do. So that's what we do here every week.
Yeah.
The Reverend sitting right across
What?
the way from me.
Dude, I'm super excited about
What's up,
tonight. Hey,
Good
how
to
are
see
you?
ya.
JB
Doing
over there. And
I am
JB,
JB.
the JBWBJ networks.
Okay, in the house, though, and a
right
little
there.
later, we're gonna have
Dude,
on the menu.
That's why I'm excited.
On
by
the
way.
menu tonight,
Can't
badass.
even- I can't even finish the sentence.
Yeah, let me do it for you. Badass badass session with Dolla
Dollar bill.
in studio.
Dollar bill, y'all.
Bill Crow.
For real, Bill Crow.
And
Dude, can you-
guy's
so-
fucking legendary in this
You
town.
know, everything I said before we got on,
Yeah, you forgot.
I'm starting to fanboy out. For real.
I know. Well, we do gush and geek and fanboy out
We
about
do.
people because we're sincerely interested, and I think that this kind of goes out there forever is another kind of part on that.
True
Anyway,
story.
so over the last 4 days, last week you were kind of shushing me with Golden Spears in studio.
Yeah,
And
I said shut up a couple
Ironically,
times.
yeah. So I think you cursed me. I lost my voice.
I don't think so.
I'm just now getting it back.
I didn't curse you.
I think you voodoo cursed me, man.
No,
I'm really kind of upset about that.
I didn't. I do that. I put a hex on you.
Oh, that's what it was. Okay.
Yeah, it wasn't a curse.
Back to the
It
menu.
was a hex. Get them right. Do
Local
you know
legend-
the difference?
I do.
Okay, then.
Let me finish this. Local legend session with Dolla Bill in studio here.
Dollar,
and then
dollar bill, y'all.
Reverend's Revelation. We're going to focus
Dollar,
a little
dollar
bit
bill, y'all.
on Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. I think eventually you get,
dude.
you get some
That's
stuff
good
right, I
stories.
guess, if you go along and you're the rock and roll. You piss
Eventually.
people off for 20 years and then you finally get some shit
Yeah.
right, I guess. Anyway.
They've had some fucked up stories in the past.
Yeah, I know.
Pissing artists off.
I know. And we'll get into that stuff. We may pop open the phone lines a little later. It's 407-906-9328. We do get your text messages, or you can chat live on Spreaker. WJBWnetworks.com is the primary site, if you don't know that already.
Word.
Welcome, brother. All right, so what'd you do this weekend, man? I was all held up trying to drink tea and shit like Kermit Frog.
For your voice, because I put the hex
I was
on
all
you.
up drinking.
Next time I tell you to shut up, you need to listen. How's that?
Okay.
By the way, every
What?
time he uses that drop, that is the famous voice of Dave Minner, AK-1200, impersonating Jay...
Bevan?
Bevan O'Neill.
Yeah.
Not Jay. Bevan O'Neill. And
Actually, we sold that to a Taiwanese radio station, and they use that all the time over there, and that's the cue to call. Anyway, like I said, okay, 407-906-9328. That's our text line.
Yep,
But-
you were asking me a question about this weekend.
Oh, yeah, so this weekend,
Yeah, dude.
I didn't get to go to Polka's cook-off thing, which I
was
know
awesome.
you got to go. And
It
dude,
was
I saw
awesome.
the pictures of the food, and it looks like they really stepped
Oh,
up
dude, they did. They
the
stepped
game over there.
They did, and they didn't really need to step up the game because no matter what you put Pocahontas on, you can put it on dog food, and it's still going to taste good.
Yeah.
So it's like everybody's already a winner.
A little
You
extreme,
know what I'm
but-
saying?
Yes.
For real though. I mean, if you got something really shitty that's the only thing you can eat, and you got a bottle of Pocahontas, whatever flavor you might have, my favorite is goddamn bacon salt fucking shit that you.
That's a salt. That's a
it's
seasoning.
it's
Yeah,
a
like
seasoning.
AC shaker.
But you can put a sauce on anything, and
Right.
that shit is going to taste awesome.
It's gonna be better than it was.
It's way better
beforehand.
So, like,
right.
thank God I'm not poor anymore. But if I was poor, I would invest in a $7 bottle of Pocahontas
Okay.
and buy just the cheapest food, like just a
Yeah. Give me
raw
that
broccoli
taquitos.
and put that on it, and
that
I'll
shit
be in
costs
heaven.
more though. Like empanadas in the bodegas and shit. Those,
you know what I'm
that's the
saying.
real. You feel like you're getting the real deal, but you go
Let
to
me tell you-
7-Eleven, it doesn't. It is not comparable.
The best thing about
at all.
Pocahontas, not only is the flavors, but the recipes and the recipes of the artists that she uses. Being
Well-
all local, because she's obviously a sponsor of our show.
And just to be clear, I meant that the participants in the cook-off, because the people have to take something with a Pocahontas sauce and make something. I saw cookies.
Right.
I saw crazy fried
The taco bar
wonton
was awesome.
stuff.
Inside Little
it
Indies
looked
was
crazy.
best.
I know, we're
It
getting
was.
hungry now. Anyway.
But wait, let's
Yeah.
not take away from the local artists that are the namesakes of the different sauces. Like Terry
Oh,
Binion's
you're
got
right.
a sauce. Jesse
Yeah, that's so
Martin's got a
ingenious how
sauce.
she's done that.
Anthony Cole's got a spice. Terry, I mean, it's like, it's awesome.
And of course, inspired by Bobby, her husband, Junkie
That's right.
Rush.
She's going to be in
Yeah.
here, what, not next week, but the week after?
Yeah, actually about the middle of April 16th.
There we go.
he's
So
planning
Bobby's going to be
so
here, and I saw Bobby.
we said it.
and
will
I told
happen.
him,
It will happen.
I told him how excited I was that he's going to be in studio with us. And you know what? He's excited too.
Well, good.
I definitely got the sincere. He's excited too. So,
Yeah, well, that guy, I've known him for a long time, and I wonder if he remembers me from back in those
sure he
days.
does.
Yeah, I'm sure he does too. I mean, because at that time I had long hair, kind of like him, but his hair, dude,
Well,
is
me too.
epic. Yeah, you did.
Back in the
too,
day, I think
guess.
we all
That's
had
right.
long hair, didn't we?
Maybe I know you. Did you
Shit.
ever in the Angels parking lot?
Yeah,
Did
okay,
you ever
no.
sell me bunk? Okay, sorry.
Yeah, okay. No, that wasn't me.
Oh, that must not.
I
have
only
been
had
you.
the best.
All right.
So, depending on who you ask. But
That's where it's at.
so listen, we're gonna talk about.
We're talking about a lot of music tonight, and
Yeah, we are.
We got this little clip
rock and roll. Okay, so the Rock and Roll
'cause
Hall
it
of
just-
Fame
Yeah, because it just occurred.
was this past weekend, and the inductees, some of my, one of my top 3 artists, The Cure, was inducted, and Def Leppard was inducted, Janet Jackson, Radiohead, which is one of my all-time favorite bands as well. I mean, yeah, they finally did get it right. But, it's great how Robert Smith really approached it, and how, he was kind of surprised that he was, in it. But he could never say anything bad about it because of
Right.
all the inductees before him,
Right.
and how many of those artists inspired him as well. So,
True.
it's all corporate bullshit. Anyway,
Well, but Trent Reznor did that intro. and
let's talk
that was
about
great.
that.
Yeah,
Dude, that was like
um,
a 10-minute fucking
was
introduction, and he wasn't reading off any prompter.
Yeah.
It was all straight from his head, and it was
Sounded
so
good.
sincere. Did you see that by any chance? They, anyways, we'll
hold on.
I'm
Dollar
trying to
Bill
talk
in
to Bill.
studio.
Dollar Bill,
Bill's
yeah,
just
and he's
hanging out
doing
listening.
it.
All right,
Hey,
we'll get
man.
to you next, sir.
Yeah,
Hang
wait,
tight.
yeah, all good.
All right.
Yeah.
But we got this little clip here.
Yeah.
That you wanted to play, Rev.
Yeah, I
And
did.
So what's this? Build this
So
clip
basically, and and the reason I wanted to play this clip, by the way, is because me and you do the same thing that
We get
Carrie
all dorky.
does this. I mean, she's so excited
Right.
that they're inducted, and she's so excited to meet him,
Right.
and just like totally just like I've done, like you've done. Last week you were doing it to Gordon. I almost did it to Billy over there.
before you came in
But
the parking
yeah,
lot.
so we all do it, but she's super excited. And now I just was watching this thing, the Good Morning BBC. In any event, she is forever going to be associated with The Cure now. When
This interviewee-
well, just this clip. I hope it's with the song at the end, the one on my page. but I think
it's
it
not.
is.
It doesn't have that little
you
joint
should-
at the
you
end.
should
Let me see if I can
find
go back and find it.
Yeah, because we'll talk about that.
Do you
a
know
little
where
bit
that
because
came from? Like
if
TMZ
you go on
or
my
something?
page, can you play it off my
Okay,
page or
let
no?
me try. Hold on. Let me try to accommodate you here. Hold on. Let's go to the Reverend, and this is the
the Reverend.
Grandpa in Walmart part of the show. Hold
Yeah,
on.
so, but I mean, it's really worth it.
There it
just
is.
'cause,
Okay,
you know,
I got it. Actually, I got it.
All right. So anyone that
you turn the
knows
volume-
Larry David, the Larry David show. Yeah, there you go. Stop it. So she's super excited. Just go ahead and play the clip because this is my. Well, not yet. Hold on. Let me finish talking.
Oh,
Stop
after
it.
the clip, we'll come back and you got a revelation. We'll cut away, right?
All right. Go ahead.
How are you? I'm Carrie. It's so nice to meet you. Hi. Congratulations, the Cure Rock and Roll Hall of Fame inductees 2019. Are you as excited as I am?
By the sounds of it, no.
Yeah. So and that's Robert Smith has always been known for his quick wit, and
Right.
he's
But he's got that dry British humor. But yeah, that
he
was
definitely
funny.
has a dry
And
British humor.
I like
nothing drier.
I liken that back to the MTV days where he was sitting at 701 South in Daytona.
Yeah.
He was like, "I'm Robert Smith and you're not."
Yeah.
Kind of that snarky.
Exactly.
Anyway, all right.
Snarky.
Well, cool.
So-
okay, so that's a good little launching point to your revelation. We're going to bust away
That's
first
right.
with a revelation, and you're going to be doing the music through the whole show. You're going to leave
Yep,
me
and we're
high and
and
dry?
all the music
Yep.
that I'm going to be playing tonight is going to be
Okay.
rock and roll Hall inductees this year.
Okay.
All right.
You're going to try to make it B-side stuff and all that?
No, I'm going to play the good
You're
shit.
going to do... Oh,
It's
okay.
all good shit. So listen,
Alrighty.
I want to explain to you how
Yes.
The Cure has impacted my life. So the first album that that I was introduced to was I was 16 years old, and it was right when it was coming out. And a friend of mine, Ace, one of my best friends, still to this day,
Okay.
was like very excited about this coming out, and didn't know who they were. And we listened to this at his house, but this is actually I'm gonna play something off their first album, which is off 17 Seconds, but it's called A Forest, and this is what off their first album, and it's just amazing. It's truly a classic. It's 5 minutes and 54 seconds long over there, JB.
Okay, good.
So this is the Revelation. Reverend's
to know.
Revelation
Okay.
is The Cure. Congratulations, my favorite. Like actually, they're probably my favorite band. So here we go.
too late. Lost in the forest, all alone. The goal was never there. It's always the same. I'm running towards nothing. Again and again and again and again and again and again and
You're listening to the JB Rev Show. Oh, you know, some people are into that. I know there's a website.
That's right. So it's JB Rev Show. We're here. It is April 2nd. Can you believe that?
I know.
Of
It's great.
2019.
So.
2019.
April Fool's just feels surreal now. Yesterday was a weird day for me.
It feels like the whole
Shit happened to me that I wish was April Fool's.
life is all
Anyway.
April Fools.
Life's a scam.
So hey, that was The Cure, and they just got inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, which that's actually not my revelation because the song that really got me into them was off of Head of the Door, and it's Baby Screaming, which I'll play
Oh, okay.
on our next break.
All right, fair enough.
So, but yeah. So, let's talk about who we got in studio with us.
So, yeah, I'm happy to introduce him. It's Dolla Bill. We're going to learn a whole heck of a lot about him. So hang on for our
All right.
classic local legend session here.
I'll hang out.
Local legend session with Dolla Bill, a.k.a. Bill Kraut. He's from up north. He's been in Orlando over 20 years, pumping great vibes with his art, 3D, murals, magazines, spray paint cans I saw. He's got little clocks. The man is maniacal with his characters. He's incredible. So we're going to learn a whole hell of a lot about him. And he's been kind
What,
of
dude?
laying low lately, which is cool that he's here, man. So like we do in true fashion, thank you so much, dude, for pumping
Yeah, thank
forward,
you,
Bill.
Bill.
For seriously,
Being here.
for doing what you've been doing here in Orlando, specifically for the last couple of decades.
Hey, I gotta say though, that local legend intro, like, he's from up north.
Okay.
It's a little
and,
techno.
yeah.
I was a raver back in the day, though, man.
Oh,
I
okay.
can appreciate that.
Well, I just want to lay the scene a little bit because I don't know a whole heck of a lot
north.
about
How
you. I've
far
done-
north are
I've
you
done
from?
some research.
Like-
All the way north. Newark, New Jersey.
No, that's
Okay.
That's in the depths, Brick City.
So were you born there?
I was actually born in Shreveport, Louisiana.
Really?
Oh, okay.
Yeah, my dad was in the Air Force, and
So you're a Air Force brat.
not really. Not really.
So hey, remember you're gonna talk right in the microphone.
Oh, okay.
Right in there?
There you go.
So you were born in Shreveport. Yeah, that's
Shreveport.
perfect.
Okay.
He was born in Shreveport, Illinois. He was transferred
Illinois.
to
Louisiana?
To Louisiana.
What's the matter with you?
I know. I'm
Louisiana.
trying to wait.
Geography.
You really didn't let me finish. You
Oh.
went down to Louisiana.
Okay.
Then back up to Freeport, Bahamas, and then up to Newark. And then what happened then?
Well, from Newark.
Whoa.
In Newark, New Jersey, there was a turning point, with my family.
What happened?
I got my bike stolen at knife point.
Oh, my God.
What?
Yeah.
How old were you?
I was real young. I was like in second, third grade.
Oh, damn.
Wow.
That's crazy.
Second, third grade.
We'll get to that. That's actually a great place to
No,
start
this
because
is
you're
good
pretty young.
timeline.
Yeah, okay. So born in Louisiana, moving up here. Okay. So, yeah. So tell us a little about that story because I know that sounds traumatic.
and then
horribly.
you got in the middle like,
I just want to make sure I know exactly where we're at, buddy.
Yeah.
Okay, relax
Well,
over
he's
there.
like in second grade.
You're like a human game of Scrabble. You just introduce.
This is pretty.
Don't
We like to go on a timeline, Bill,
less commentating over
from
there.
beginning to end, kind
All
of
right,
thing.
yeah.
So,
All right, so-
second grade. This is pretty beginning right
Yeah,
here.
man. Second, third. No, it was probably more like third grade.
Hey,
but,
let's go back to kindergarten real quick.
All right, you
Let's
recreate.
go back.
You're in the womb. Okay.
I saw this hairy light.
All right. So,
All right,
sorry.
so I got this bike for Christmas, right?
all right.
Wintertime, it's too cold to go ride it. So as soon as spring hit, I'm like, yeah, jumped out the crib with the bike.
Was it like a
cruising.
Huffy?
It was like a piece of shit bike.
Yeah, but
know
you were
what I
like,
mean? Yeah,
it's
but I
dope as
loved
hell.
it. Yeah,
Yeah.
it was fucking the bomb to me. So riding solo, a couple dudes creeped up on me, grabbed the bike, pulled a knife out, and was like, yo,
What?
yep, come out the bike, son.
Oh my god.
I had to come out the bike. Ran home, got the pops. We drove around
Right,
looking
right.
for them, never found them. So it wasn't long after that where my folks was like looking for a new place out in the suburbs.
I can imagine.
Yep.
I can imagine.
I got you
They
because
creep a little kid for their
Yeah.
damn bike. I mean, what the fuck?
For
man?
real.
Yeah,
For
what are
real.
you doing? And then
Did you ever get that bike back?
Never got that shit back.
Man, did you ever get your?
Well, that's a
your-
traumatic-
And then it took like 4 years to get a new bike. So
Right.
yeah, that shit hurt.
right.
Oh
Yeah,
damn!
yeah, it was hard.
Because
Wow.
brother, yeah.
newspaper routes back then were real.
Oh yeah,
you had to do
it
shit.
was. Yeah,
Yeah.
that was a day. If you wanted to make money as a kid, you had to
Stuff and
sling
flyers.
papers, yo.
Yeah, you had to do something.
Sling
All right,
some.
So Dollar Bill, aka
Talk about what you
Bill
do,
Kraut
JB.
in studio. All right, so where was that? That was up in New Jersey, or where was that? I missed that. What, that
was in
in
Jersey,
That
Louisiana?
was
man.
Newark, New
Newark,
Jersey.
bro.
yeah.
Oh my
Pay
God.
attention.
Okay.
Listen to the
Border
goddamn
Street
guests.
went to there. Okay, so you're there now. So then they're thinking we got to get the fuck out of here.
Then we moved uptown to
Okay.
Carteret,
Coyrette.
Carteret, New
Carteret.
Jersey. Yeah, it was right next to
Sound very
Rahway.
uptown.
Okay.
Right next to Rahway Prison.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's
And
totally
moving on
uptown.
up.
Yeah,
Is that-
totally.
Yeah, there you
uptown.
go.
Yeah,
That's
moving
Billy
on
Joel
up.
sang a song about it. It's called Uptown Girl.
Nope.
That he met in Coyette.
Stop while you're ahead. Stop while you're ahead. Okay.
That's how Uptown Coyette is.
All right, so
though.
you
It
moved
was.
to a better place a little bit,
All right.
prospectively, perhaps.
Yeah. And I got put in a Catholic grade school.
Oh, here
I
we
know,
go.
so-
You got diddled, and it's all downhill from there.
Never
well,
got
nice having you as a
diddled.
guest.
Okay.
Dollar Bill, everybody.
Wow. What a
I'm
donkey.
outta here.
What a dirtbag. Don't listen to him. Oh,
Just kidding.
wow. All right, so you go into Catholic school. Okay, you grew up.
Let's talk about the
where
time you
did-
met Michael Jackson.
No, let's talk about. Well,
Oh, dude, don't
Right
even
around
get
the
me
same age.
started. Don't get me
Specific
started. I
to
saw
all-
that Leaving Neverland, bro.
Okay.
Not cool.
I
Not
know
cool
you were
at all.
pissed off. You weren't part of it.
Specific-
They didn't
I
ask
know,
you.
no, I wasn't cute enough back then.
well, they stole your bike, so just be
Yeah.
glad. I guess.
know,
They're like, we'll take
yeah.
this kid's bike.
All right, sorry, I'm taking this totally left wing.
Anyway, all right. So you're moving through all that. You're in a new place. Is this where art kind of comes into your life? Because you got so many badass murals around town, and even
Yeah.
recently we'll talk about.
Right.
But is this kind of how did art start with you?
I was just, I was a TV watcher.
Okay.
Yeah.
Like I was kind of raised on.
What's your favorite
television.
shows?
Back then?
Yeah,
I loved the superhero stuff.
Right.
yeah. So the Super Friends,
Friends, yeah.
the cartoon Super Friends.
Yes,
Wait,
yes.
okay, I like that back then.
The Wonder Twins.
Did you
and
like
shit?
Rocky and Bullwinkle?
Not really, man.
No?
I didn't vibe on the accents they had and shit.
Ah,
Like,
okay.
yeah.
All right, no worries.
I liked some Heckle and Jekyll and the Popeyes, the old Popeyes stuff back then.
Word.
I used to like the monsters, like stuff like the Monsters, and there wasn't
Gotcha.
a whole lot of cartoon shit like there is nowadays. Like it was only Saturday mornings, that you get that, or
That's
like
right.
if it was a
Exactly.
holiday or something.
It was
you know what
limited
I mean?
time. You
Yeah.
couldn't press
Yeah.
pause.
No,
You had to catch that shit live.
there's time and place. You had to fucking be there.
That's right.
That's it.
All right.
Exactly correct. All right, so cool. So now that you know Scooby Doo, yes or no?
Of course.
Okay. All right. So
Hey.
now that the Reverend's passed the Scooby Doo test with you, all right. So you kind of a kid of a Gen Xer.
Yeah.
Kind of grew up.
Yeah.
TV.
About what year was this? When were you born? If you don't mind.
I was born in 73.
Okay, cool.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
cool.
All right.
So we're talking
So you're
maybe 82, 83 at this point.
Okay.
In New
All right.
Jersey, like 4th grade about now. But I was always just like to draw, or,
Right.
I'd like flip through the TV guide, and if they had a little cartoon in there, I'd try to draw it or take the little art test.
Right.
Draw the,
Yeah.
draw the pirate and shit.
Yeah. No
right.
shit.
Yeah,
The turtle.
The
yeah,
rabbit.
exactly. Yeah.
Okay.
Did that thing.
Did you ever send it in?
and I never sent it in. But I knew a girl who did send it in, and she got accepted to
Really?
like a little art school thing. That's all that was.
What's she doing these days?
It was like a ploy. I have no idea.
Probably dead.
Yeah, she's probably
Probably dead.
probably has AIDS.
I'm just kidding. Anyway. Turtle AIDS.
I look
Yeah.
away for 1 minute, and you're talking about turtle AIDS over here.
Yeah.
What's
Yeah, well, hey.
See,
Get
it
in.
takes a
Rough
fucking
world.
weird
Turtle
turn.
AIDS is
As soon
real.
as you
All right.
turn
Talking
away,
Jersey.
I was like,
a
what's
weird
going
turn.
on? Yeah. All right.
All right. So back to the.
All right. So when did art come in?
He was talking about that.
Yeah,
He
art was always kind of
scribbling.
in there. I was always drawing and coloring in the lines.
Right.
But never drawing like my own stuff per se. I was always like copying stuff that I liked. That was kind of like my art school, I guess, in a way.
Right on.
Just kind of copying stuff I was into. And
That's-
that graduated into like later down the road, like skate graphics and all that stuff, like trying to reproduce that.
Right.
Like just
Right.
just copying what I liked.
And you were probably. Do you remember? Did you have fucking covers on your school books?
On your
Remember?
textbooks? Yeah.
We actually in
remember?
Catholic school we had to cover each
Yeah,
book
we did.
with,
In
like
public
a paper
schools-
bag.
Right.
Yeah,
You know,
exactly.
brown paper bag.
Would
but
you?
yeah,
Were you able to draw on those?
Totally, yeah.
Yeah.
I'd like to see some of those,
The,
dude.
binders and the desks, like
Honestly,
That'd be a cool art show too. I mean,
That
just
would be a
not
cool art
shitting
show.
you. That
It
just
would.
having
like the Trapper Keeper.
Yeah, 'cause you know, like-
oh,
Yeah,
Trapper Keeper,
yeah,
and maybe
yeah.
the school books, because
Yes.
I know, like I was like drawing
Yeah.
the sticks emblem.
not a great artist,
but
but
the
yeah,
Def
you
Leppard
just-
emblem.
Oh, of
emblem.
course. And there was like the graffiti S.
Yeah,
like
of course.
with the
Oh,
points.
yeah, exactly.
Or the
That's-
Twisted Sister.
And Voltron.
Yeah.
yeah, or the lightning bolt. Lightning bolt was
Yeah,
my
yeah,
favorite.
TCB. Yeah.
So
All right, so cool. All right,
Yeah.
so we're all of that ilk.
Yeah.
right?
All right.
Yeah.
What are
that's
we
a good-
talking
You
about
should do
again?
an art show.
we're just
where are
going
we
on.
going?
We're
You're
bringing.
going to do an art show with textbook covers.
Yeah,
Text
that's
on
your
the
next
cover art
thing.
show.
Inspired
Yeah.
by this event. Anyway,
Next week he's doing that at
right.
Will's Pub.
So we learned a little bit that that kind of you had this ability at a younger age, or you just kind of kept working it, kept crafting it.
No. So when did you? Was there ever a point that you recognized in your life that, like, you know what, this is what I need to do, and this is how to make money?
That probably didn't come about till like high school years, where
Oh wow, okay.
everyone was
Still
like,
young.
you have to do something, pick a career right now. You know what I mean? And I knew college was not really a good option for me.
All right.
Just because I was flunking bad in high school, like barely making it through.
Right.
You
Gotcha.
know, just
Yeah.
barely making it through, and I knew academics was really not my strong point.
Right.
And art was the only thing I was passionate about. So
That's cool.
it was
That's
kind of
awesome.
like I'm gonna have to do something with it.
Okay.
with this.
So, but you're up there, and there's a lot of graffiti up there, or maybe not. I don't know. But
Did you ever
was
get
there a
into
skate
that?
culture?
There, there was like skate culture was probably
Right.
where a lot of the graph came from, like
Okay.
mostly with like tagging and stuff.
Yeah.
Right.
And I'm not gonna front and say like I was out like bombing this and that when I was in high school, but
Okay.
I was out there catching tags, and I was
Okay.
stealing some cans of paint and getting
Yeah.
loose with them. But
All right. Well, that's not where we're trying because
Well,
like the art, like, on display right now that I'm looking at and I continue to look at is the mural that you did on Will's Pub.
yeah,
And that to me reminds me of the old school kind of tagging kind of, but it's so like dude, that's such like a 3-dimensional, like, it's awesome. I mean, your work is amazing.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah, man, and that's why
Without a doubt.
That's why we're excited to have you in here.
And anybody who sees it can kind of see your style, and see that pervasive. And you even got little cool characters,
And it's so
which
old school, too.
I know have names,
Yeah, I
but
try to keep it relevant. I try to keep my work recognizable. I don't. If I do flip it or switch it up, I try to keep some kind of commonality. Where it can be recognized.
Right. So, I mean, I hate to keep jumping ahead, but the reason that Bill's in studio with us is because Sam Flax had a thing about a month ago,
right?
Where it was local artists, and that's when I ran into Bill again and saw the work that he did there. Was that part of the Sam Flax, or is it like a thing that? How did that happen? Was it
on the wall?
Because it's awesome because it's the biggest mural and it's the best. Most awesome. I mean, not to like categorize anything as best or better or whatever, but it's amazing. It's fucking amazing. Like what you did. How did that happen?
Right,
and like I said, not to jump so far ahead.
Sam Flax is having like their annual like mural festival thing that they do. And it's always like you got to submit, submit a sketch. So I did, I'm like, yeah, man, I'll throw a little sketch in the mix, what I'm saying? And I didn't get accepted.
Okay.
So I was like, wow, man. I saw the post and I saw the lineup and I was like, wow, man, I know these are my dudes and shit.
Right. Yeah.
So I just wrote a little something like, oh man, I didn't get in with you guys this year, but I'll keep practicing, maybe next year.
Oh, please keep practicing.
So boom. Like next day, got a email from Sam Flax, and they're like, "Man, we'd love for you to paint the building across the street."
Oh, damn!
Wow.
We'll throw it. We'll fund you a little cake. Right. And the property owner, will also like help you out. So I was like, I'm with it. Let's do it.
Dude, let me tell you. I mean, your mural is the biggest out of all of them.
Yeah,
and
it's pretty big, man.
It's very impressive. I mean, I was like blown away when I saw it and saw that it was. I knew it was you. I recognized right away that it was you and your style.
Right on.
And
if people haven't seen it, it is in
amazing.
the blog post with there's a shot of it because there's a funny like Dan Newland picture right on top of it. I think I'm like, why would somebody take that? Put that Dan Newland? I won $610,000.
Every photo I take.
It's like he's sponsoring you.
Two
maybe
big girls staring down at me. Then they switched it up.
I got T-boned by her.
Exactly.
Anyway, okay. So we're talking with Bill Crowell, a.k.a. Dollar Bill, a.k.a. Dollar Short. It's KRW.
Yes.
Yeah. How do you pronounce your last name?
ROW.
Just so he says it right.
Kroll. It's
Kroll.
It's like
Nick
like
Kroll.
the bird with a L at the end.
Kroll.
Yeah.
I'm saying Crow.
Crow.
Yeah, it's a common mistake.
Kroll.
It's all good.
Okay.
So it's Kroll.
Okay.
All right.
All right.
And it's Bill.
It's Bill Kroll.
Okay, man.
Or
if I could go back in time and change it, I would.
You're on Facebook
I'm
as
so
William.
Sorry.
I mean,
William
I'm so
Kroll,
sorry.
Right?
Joseph William Kroll or something like that. Okay.
It is. It's Billy Joseph Kroll.
Billy Joseph Kroll.
Billy
so if
Joe.
you want to
Can
find
we
him
call
on
you
Facebook,
Billy Joe? No,
it's Billy Joseph Kroll.
We got Billy Joe Dollar Bill.
I've been called worse.
Up in here.
No.
All right. Anyway, all right. So cool. So we took a little kind of an aside. What is that laugh you're doing? It's like you just won a game of Connect 4. It's like you won a game of Connect 4 over there. Shut up. Okay. So let's get back on track.
I was trying to think of Sorry Sis.
Yeah.
Connect 4. Anyways. Yeah.
So we were back kind of in the time where you were coming up experimenting with a lot of art around the skate scene kind of. Now that was still in New Jersey and maybe we were close to the 90s.
High school was definitely skater time.
You
know? I hung out with a bunch of skaters, but it wasn't really, the skater dude. You know what I mean? I was never that coordinated. I was never that.
Yeah, but you were like part of the scene with the art.
Yeah, for sure.
For
sure.
See, that's cool because that's a big thing culturally too, where you don't think talent comes out of the skating, but it also comes out of the art side.
Right.
Of it,
and I'd be the dude like helping build the ramp and shit, but I couldn't skate it. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Nice.
I'd break my.
But you're like, how can I do this art? Or do people want stuff on your board?
Of course, you know.
Like you're the guy building the ramp on the side.
Draw a skeleton on the board.
Tattoo.
Yeah,
He was giving skateboard tattoos.
For sure.
Yeah, see?
And when the rest of the guys were skating, you're over there hooking up with the girls.
Yeah, that's right.
Something like that.
Okay, watch him do this ollie. All right.
Yeah.
Now, I've seen that breast already. Okay. Anyway, I don't know where I'm going.
I don't know either.
So let's get to
Back to the
kind of
timeline.
moving. Yeah, moving
So
up.
we're through high school.
We're almost to
Okay.
Florida.
He doesn't go to college. When did you?
We're nowhere close to Florida yet. We
Yeah,
still got
we're
to
nowhere
talk
close,
about.
okay.
We still got to talk about me getting in trouble and
Oh.
in grade school.
What?
Yeah,
What?
Catholic grade school.
Oh, what
yeah.
happened?
All right, so we'll flash back to that a little bit.
Skeletons, dude.
Okay.
All right.
Drawn
let's hear it.
skeletons, bloody axes, shit
Oh,
like that. Yeah.
right.
Parents got called in multiple times for that
afraid.
shit. you know.
Okay.
They're like, you're gonna.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
He's
a problem.
Oh,
We
no.
got a problem on our hands.
Damien over here.
Get this guy out of here.
But you know, it's just like if a kid did that now, they'd be like, "Yeah, keep it up." You know, like back
It is
then. You know,
weird,
like,
you're
yeah,
right.
it's a fucking crazy.
Things seem different
Yeah,
today.
Yes.
Yeah.
But all right, so
totally.
you were like rebellious in that Catholic school coming out. You're
I mean, in
doing
their
everything.
eyes, for sure. You
Yeah,
know,
of course.
I was, you know, I was a nice kid.
You were a
know?
kid though,
Yeah.
nonetheless.
I was a fucking kid.
Yeah,
Yep.
still learning.
Still learning.
There you go. And,
All right.
so that's a good little nugget. But what I think is interesting is, you know, because in your work you can see a lot going on. There's almost a pain to it.
Well, wait, hey, we're
You know,
still on the
and that's
timeline.
what's cool. But
He's
that's
not
why
happy about
that's
it,
why
that's
we're
for sure.
still on the
Yeah.
timeline though, because this
Yeah.
kind of ties into where he's at with his work. I think a lot of what he does, he really wants to make people think.
I never thought about it like that, but yeah, man.
See, isn't it nice to see a different interpretation of your work and what people
Always,
get
yeah.
from it? You know, because everyone interprets everything differently, anyways. I mean,
Right.
because we all have our own opinions and views and
Sure.
like what you see. So it's nice to be able to like find out your origins and where you come from. You know,
Definitely.
and it's like, you know, yeah. I mean, you got such an amazing talent that so. We're
Well,
through. We
And I was going to tie in too that in the blog I kind of referred to you as kind of the Scramble Campbell. I don't know if you remember who that is.
I know. Yeah,
I love
do know
Keith.
who Scramble
I-
Campbell
Yeah.
is, yes.
So
right.
I mean, it's almost like, you know, how he has all these little
No.
smiley. Well, that's what I'm saying. He's got his own distinct signature style that is
nothing like
Orlando though.
Scramble
I
Campbell,
know,
though.
but at the equivalent pace, he reminds me of a current day Scramble Campbel. You see
Okay.
what I'm saying? That's what I'm giving them that prop.
I guess
Anyway,
not that you
so
can really
I like
timeline
Keith a
art
lot.
either, though.
No,
Yeah,
but
I
I'm
love
just trying.
Keith.
I would like his art would be really great, kind of like on a van as well, like on vehicles, on
you
wraps
go,
and
yeah.
shit.
You could on anything, bro.
But that's what I'm saying. So these little intricate characters, and if you want to jump up, or we can kind of come back to them. How did you come up with all of your little characters and stuff, man? You must
Oh
have
yeah,
some
because
crazy
you do have
notebooks.
some awesome like your skull tags with the big eyes and the that's very
and that
awesome
guy's face right there. That's
and
a,
original. I
Right,
mean,
oh,
yeah.
like you know, it just came from just doodling mostly. You know, like what comes out when you doodle, and
Right.
you know, it was definitely a conscious thing in my mind where I was like, you know, I really need to come up with just like a real signature character.
Yeah.
You know, that's recognizable, like a brand, basically. Almost.
yeah,
Right.
and that's exactly what it is. And what do you call that? Creature.
Well, my basic character, I call them creeps or
Yeah.
creepers.
Okay,
Okay.
Yeah.
awesome. So that's represented there on the Will's Pub mural
It's
as
definitely
well
the same,
in the guy's
kind
face.
of like face structure.
yeah,
for
there you
sure.
go.
Right.
Okay, very cool.
So what's the title of that, and what's going on in that? So people.
Well, that's like Pan.
Okay.
So you see, like
okay, right, the
the
mythical.
flute, and he's drinking, and I don't know.
And this
just
is
being
on the
kind
side of Will's Pub. You can
It
go
is.
check.
Yeah.
There
What
was
is
a lot
that?
of controversy behind that.
Yeah.
mural
Let's
as
talk
well.
about that because I know a
the
little bit
north
about that.
side of Will's Pub.
Yeah, I guess a bunch of people were up in arms about it, and you know, like protesting this mural, and it kind of like became a thing. Like,
Yeah.
And-
that kind of like set.
And Bill, real quick, this mural's like probably what 8-9 years old now,
Yeah, it's up there.
Yeah,
man.
it's-
it's up there.
right? I mean, this is a
It's
long
at least
time.
five or 6 years. At
Right.
least. Yeah.
So, and the controversy was like the local residents were like
Exactly,
were
yeah.
offended by it.
They were offended because he's farting and drinking out of moonshine bottle.
Yeah,
Right.
it looks like he's a little jacked up
And
a little.
yeah, he looks a little cross-eyed.
Yeah.
And he has a third eye. I don't know if that was any part of.
He's
the
got a
uproar,
whole other.
but
He's got horns too, though.
He has horns and hooven.
Yeah.
Hooven feet.
Maybe they're angry about the plastic on the 6-pack.
That could be.
That's not a 6-pack. That's the flute, dude.
It'll wrap around
that's the flute?
a turtle's
That's
neck.
the flute, right? The thing he's calling a 6-pack
Yeah,
is the flute.
and that turtle will get turtle
that's
AIDS. That's callback.
See what happens?
All right.
All right. Sorry.
All right, then.
But that is a pan flute, not a 6-pack.
Oh, thank you. Oh, I guess I
Yeah.
see that now.
That's-
He's
yeah.
drinking a jug there.
He's drinking
Yeah,
a jug.
but
Sorry.
so why would he have a 6-pack?
Well, that's what I thought. Maybe
He's
they
playing
were
it-
offended,
Well,
like he was
hey.
decadent. He
when
had
the
also.
jug is gone, he got 6
See,
more.
maybe the people don't know it's a flute.
Well,
That's great.
he's
now they
called.
know. Now they know.
Now they know.
He's the flutist. What's the name of
Flautist.
the guy?
Pan.
Pan. Yeah,
Yeah.
Matter with
It's
you?
Pan the
It's a
flutist,
three-letter
right?
word.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly, yeah.
So there you
Okay.
go. All right.
Over there.
Now that we got that covered.
So yeah, they were up in arms about it.
Okay.
For some reason I can't explain.
Yeah, and whatever happened with that? Nothing, obviously.
They made these rules like now you have to pull a permit to do a mural here in Orlando.
Oh, so it's because of your painting.
Because of that, yeah.
They have to pull permits. Way to
I
go.
know,
Thanks,
I know.
Bill.
I fucked it up for everybody.
Jeez. Oh, my
Sorry,
God.
guys.
Dolla Bill in studio, a.k.a. Dolla Short, Dolla AM7, Dolla Llama. Damn, so many damn names. All right.
many names.
So we'll get to that. So let's get to how you came to Florida. Unless
Yeah.
there's something we should talk about before that.
Nah,
Okay.
we could jump ahead
All right,
to
so
that.
we're kind of all right. So you're kind of like F this place.
Well,
how did you get down here?
Okay, like on the whole academic thing, I was
Yeah.
like, all right, man, I gotta fucking do something. I was really into horror flicks,
Okay.
you know, so I picked up this magazine at the Quickie Stop
Right?
called Fangoria Magazine.
Oh, I remember that
It
magazine.
was all like horror shit.
They still do that? They don't do it anymore, do they?
I don't know. That's
know.
a good question. I haven't
But
seen it in a long
I
time.
definitely, that was like a really underground.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
You look through the pages of that at our age, you're like,
Definitely.
whoa.
And it had like how they made Freddy Krueger's face
Yeah.
and shit. And like,
yeah. It was
so
all-
in that magazine, it was like this ad for the Art Institute International.
With the
thing.
turtle, right?
Not the fucking
The-
turtle one.
oh, the
it was
pirate?
totally different. Yeah, it
I
was
just
totally
get it.
different.
Come on, I know.
But yeah, man.
The same
yeah,
company, different drawing.
Same company, probably.
different drawing.
They roped me in, but it was like this ad. It had like I don't know, like Rick Baker or somebody fucking sculpting and shit, and it was like make a thing, make a living, and it was like a monster face on there. I'm like, this
Wow.
is fucking my school right here. I'm
right.
in. I'm on board. So there we go, off to Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Yeah,
And you actually went to the school.
I did.
Well, okay, wow.
Yeah, man.
From Fangoria Magazine, you went
Yeah.
to the school
I
in
went
the
to
back
the
of the
school.
magazine.
I did. And
Okay,
I
and you-
studied industrial design technology.
Wow.
Yeah, we learned how to do like special effects. We had various design classes.
So, real quick, I'm taking it that this particular school, you don't need any, like, credentials
you just
or
need
like
some cash.
cash.
That's it.
Okay.
Yeah, but
Cash
it's like
money.
a specialist kind
yeah.
of trade school almost
Sure.
for the arts.
Right.
Sure.
So,
they
yeah,
had
okay.
like a visual department. You know,
I hope this
a
ends
audio
well
department.
with this story. I mean, obviously it does because you're doing well. But,
Right on.
but so, yeah. How long? Yeah, what happens here?
So I went to school for 2 years, got my associate's degree, and
Right.
basically through talking to all the instructors, they were like, all right, you got two options, man. You could either move to California or Florida, Orlando.
Okay.
It's like, either you're going to do movies or you're going to do like theme park stuff. And,
Wow.
So I don't know. I decided on Orlando.
Okay.
Yeah. I decided on Orlando.
So how are you funding all this, by the way? But I mean, like, how old are you? I mean, you're like, you're paying. Were you able to get like a loan for school, or
Man,
'cause that's a lot of money.
I put in for a scholarship, but only got like a half scholarship. So
Okay.
they paid for some of my
Right.
stuff, and my parents fronted the rest.
Oh, okay?
Yep.
I don't mean to get so personal, but I'm just curious as like
Yeah.
how I would have done that, like
Mm-hmm.
because I know I was
get
broke
a Pell
as shit.
Grant? I mean, you're really
like
a bursar up in.
Anyways,
But I did work at the same time. I worked like various jobs.
right,
while
delivering
I was
pizzas
there.
or whatever.
Yeah,
Okay, waiting table, whatever.
Yeah.
So you decided, all right, I'm going to move to Orlando. How did you? I mean, you you just like how did that happen?
Right out of art school, I moved back to Jersey for a minute, and
with your parents.
Yeah, I moved back in with my folks, and
they're supporting you.
Yeah,
obviously.
they're supporting me, but my dad's old school. He's like, you need a job with
right.
Benny's and fucking this and that.
Exactly.
So I started working for the fucking Wiz, and I was like installing fucking like home entertainment centers and Blu-rays, and
right?
or not even Blu-ray. It was fucking giant laser disc systems and speakers and shit.
So AV work, basically.
Basically, yeah. So I did that for about 4 months. And
Does this come into play later, like here in Orlando? Like
Well, we're getting to that.
Okay, good. All right, there we go.
And so I saved up enough cash to buy a fucking car.
All right.
Yeah, I bought this fucking
Pinto
Plymouth Sundance GT.
Damn, convertible.
No, it had a fucking moon. It had a moon roof and sunroof. Like it had both of those. So I bought that motherfucker and hauled ass, boy. I drove right to Orlando.
Wow. Yep. So you pull into town. What year is this?
94.
94.
Yeah.
All right. So damn, you were still like early 20s then, right?
I was 20 years old.
20 years old.
Yep.
You couldn't even drink legally yet.
Not yet.
And you pull into town by yourself?
Actually, my homeboy Jason, he rode with me. He was the map fucking coordinator.
Okay.
We would have got here like a day sooner if he wasn't the map coordinator.
All right. Right on.
Yeah.
Hey, do you like how I'm bringing you back to like,
man, that's like down memory lane and shit. That's awesome.
All right. Cool, man.
Mm-hmm.
So you pull up into town and like you guys.
Yeah, but back then you needed a map guy too, though.
Well, yeah,
because we didn't have fucking
Google
Google Maps and shit. You had to have a paper map and unfold it and actually.
Yeah.
So my destination was Pershing Point Place, and Jason took me to fucking Pershing Street. Not a good neighborhood. I don't even know. You look it up. It's fucking
that's like
this can't be the place. Yeah.
God, that's like, I'm like, so you pull up and you're like, whoa.
Sorry. So you're here in Orlando. That's badass. Okay.
Yeah.
94. That's a crazy time to be here.
Crazy time.
Yeah.
So I actually got a place like right near the airport.
Okay.
I mean, like,
wow.
I mean, 10 minutes, not even 10 minutes away.
So you're way away from like, what's really happening in Orlando.
Pretty
back
much,
then.
man. Pretty much.
Yeah. And you're 20 years old.
And 20.
I mean, there's not much you can like. You can't really get part of a scene.
Try to get some stewardess.
Not too much. Not too much.
What? Like, I'm digging this. I'm really liking this. How you evolved here in Orlando because since '93, you've been here ever since.
Ever since, yeah.
Right, which is that's fucking 20 plus years, and that's why you're a local legend because you've been here that long.
Thank you.
That's
very kind of you.
Well, it's true.
Well,
because,
and no doubt, but even at the stage where it's 20-year point, I mean, you're here, you're putting in the groundwork, and you're working it because the shit's not easy.
Yeah,
I mean,
life's not easy.
One of the coolest things I will say, Andrew Spear,
Pimping ain't easy.
Andrew Spear ever told me is like, let me remember the exact saying. I'll try to remember it. Anyway, it was basically just don't quit. That was the sentiment.
No matter what,
that he gave in the
keep
saying.
on going.
Yeah, exactly.
That's good advice.
Yeah, don't give up.
So you're here with your boy. You get some local job. We just like whatever.
I was working at a plastic shop, fabricating plastic.
And you came here with every intention to do art.
Yeah.
That's the reason you moved down here.
One thing that hooked me, they were like, we're starting this job right away. It's a fiber optic job out at Disney doing the Jazz Inn. And I'm like, right off the bat, I'm at Disney, son. Yeah. But, it was not that glamorous. It was like like screwing fucking plastic pieces into like it was hot as hell, so hot. Like never felt heat like this before. It was
you never been here before.
No, never been here. Yeah. Well, I was. That's not true. I was here. I went to Disney once.
No, anyways, but that's your fantasy land.
Yeah.
So
that was way more fun.
You're doing plastic work and like were you able to? Obviously, you were able to evolve. But what really got you into? And when I say
There was definitely works. They sent me to France one time.
Wow. Okay.
To like repair some displays that were out there for
Wow. So you learned your craft quickly.
Oh
then.
yeah, and this was like in a matter of 2 years. I was like,
wow.
I was on par with.
And you're working for Disney.
The dude who was teaching me, yeah.
Right. So that you got to establish credit. Like that's big, especially in your early 20s like that. To learn a trade like that. So that's like I know when I was in my early 20s.
To do a mural like you do today, it takes a lot of discipline and effort and process and structure.
Yeah,
so
and
it's cool to hear that you're kind of peeling it out, learning it at this point.
That's fucking like grunt work. Like,
Yeah, no, I know.
I mean.
Oh, yeah, like doing the workforce thing, construction or whatever.
Right, yeah, dude.
You get
just the discipline. The discipline helps you.
That is what really gets your whole. I mean, if you don't have that work ethic to begin with, you're not really going to succeed. We had Jennifer Payne sitting where you're sitting, and that's something that she was always about. Like, no matter what,
just keep
you
doing
doing what you do, and it's gonna it's gonna pay off. So that's nice to know that you've got. It seems that all the successful artists that we've had in here, including yourself, obviously, that's the they have a work
exactly,
ethic. It's
and
like,
that's a big reason.
Doing,
this is our hashtag Work It edition. We're talking.
Is that really the hashtag?
Hashtag Work It.
I had no
on
idea.
This edition. Yeah, we're talking about Dollar Bill because it does make sense. You got to really bust your ass and hustle. So again, big thank you to you for doing what you're doing and being here out of Orlando.
But we're going to continue where we left off here. But
let's peel back into kind of those days where you're like, hey, I'm taking any job I can, kind of moving in the right direction.
No, let's talk.
What do you want to do?
We're going to continue where we left off.
Okay,
because we
after the song.
No.
Oh, you know what?
No.
Let's do that.
Oh, you want a break?
Yeah, let's do a break.
Interview?
You know what?
Does Dollar Bill wants a break.
Yeah,
we're taking
you know what?
And
that should have been our structure anyways.
Well, so we're going to take a break. We'll come back.
Listen, I got this all lined up. This is actually
the
Reverend's revelation.
Uh-huh.
All right. Hold on. Wait.
Do you need a cue?
No. Well,
this is your feed
I thought I had
now.
it set up.
Okay. Well, you did.
I did have it set up.
It is harder than it
right
seems,
here.
isn't it? Okay.
It kind of is, especially like so
I know.
All right, so all right,
so that's cool. All right,
it is cool. So
stay golden.
This is the album, and this is why this is the Reverend's Revelation. And before, this is the Reverend's Revelation.
Put a little pin in our local legend session. We're
first album that I got into The Cure, which is off The Head of the Door, and this is Baby Screams. And when I heard this the first time, it was like nothing I'd ever heard before, and it still holds up today. JB Rev Show, this is The Cure, Reverend's Revelation.
Waiting for the sun.
WJBW Orlando, the very first quasi-radio web show.
All right. Yes, we're back. JB Rev Show. I'm the Reverend. JB over there.
What's that?
We got in the studio.
I don't think I ever heard that Cure song before.
Well,
Dollar Bill in studio.
Dollar Bill in studio.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
So that's the Reverend's Revelation this week.
Okay.
And that's,
I don't think I've ever heard that Cure song. When is that? What year is that from?
That's from 1985. I was 16 years old.
What's
I remember,
the name of that track?
It's called Baby Screams.
Baby Screams.
And it's off of Head on the Door, which
Damn.
is the first. Actually, it's.
I don't think I ever heard that, dude.
So check this out.
That was
It's
pretty cool.
When Trent Reznor introduced the Cure for the the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
Right.
He said the first album that I got into or had ever heard was Head on the Door, and how it changed his life. And he thought that every song was singing specifically to him, and that's why. I mean, it was a very heartfelt speech that he gave. Trent Reznor.
See, but that's awesome that you brought that up, because that's normally what the Reverend's Revelation is—a little nugget, like something you've never really heard before,
Right.
you know,
Right.
Or something that you will hear in the future.
Yeah.
But at any rate, we do it every single week here. Show the love. And we're in the middle of a local legend session that we don't ever do that really, but we kind of took a little break, which is cool.
Which we're going to do from now on. We're going to have a structured breaks.
Well, because too,
it's just good.
There's an interesting kind of a jump point in Bill's story. You know, where he's moved down here,
which has been awesome so far.
Hard labor stuff, doing a lot of making big things happen, but not getting a lot of credit for
Disney.
it. And
all places.
doing
here in
a lot
Orlando.
of
Imagine
kind
that
of grunt work, I guess.
Right.
All right.
So here,
there we
where
are.
we
About
left off
95.
is he was saying how he got a job where they sent you to France.
They did. They sent me to France.
So where in France, by the way?
Odeon.
Odeon. Where's that at?
Fuck if I know.
Is it close to Paris?
But I think it's not far from Paris.
Okay,
it's not far at all.
Was it Disney Paris?
Yeah.
Okay,
Euro Disney. Yes.
Euro Disney. So there we go.
There you go.
That's the spot I'm looking for. That's kind of what I figured.
Okay.
So, and you were what, 21, 22 years old?
Yeah, I was definitely in my 20s.
Okay, and Disney is flying you to France.
Well, the company I work for, they made a lot of stuff.
Okay,
for,
so you're
Disney stores.
But let
and
me say something. Well, your parents must have been really proud at that point, right?
Oh yeah, man.
Well, yeah, I mean, because let me ask you:
they were always kind of, they were always proud of
I feel like you're close.
Create.
Are you close to your parents?
Not really, no.
Oh, okay.
No.
Oh, all right.
Yeah, my mom passed away a while ago. And,
okay.
Me and my old man don't have the best relationship.
Okay. Well, I didn't mean to bring up.
Way to bring the show down.
Wait. We're talking about you going to Paris.
Yeah.
And when you obviously flew into Paris, right?
Of our podcast.
Flew right into Paris.
Flew into Paris. Your young 20s. I mean, that's a dream come true right there.
Yeah.
Like, right? I mean, JB.
Oh, no doubt, man.
I mean, if I know
Solo Bill out there,
recipe for danger.
That is a fucking recipe.
How are the ladies?
All right,
were you having a good time with the ladies?
Got some kids.
Come on.
Hey.
All right.
So wherever I go,
I could. Yeah. I can't, because you're a handsome young man.
Yeah.
But dude, I could just I can only imagine. If I was flown out to Paris with my job when I was 22 years old.
I had my fucking beeper and shit.
Oh, my God. What?
Yeah.
Like, forget about it. Ladies, look out.
Yeah, for sure. Look the fuck out.
So, all right. So,
so
that's awesome.
You're painting a good picture.
I was out there drinking fucking Budweisers, beeper on my hip.
Played by Leonardo DiCaprio. It is the story of Dollar Bill.
That's right.
I like where you're going with this.
Yeah. All right. Totally.
I got Quentin Tarantino on the line. Hang on.
All right. So, what happens?
Okay, all right.
So I go to France, okay?
All right.
I do all the work I had to do. But yeah, this is a funny little fucking side story.
All right, cool.
Flew in, it was like 4th of July.
Okay.
In Paris.
In Paris. I was like, they were celebrating
They
that
do.
shit. They were celebrating.
Independence Day.
I got fucking shit-faced drunk, dude. Like, so drunk.
Right.
Didn't make it to work the next day. Like, I was supposed to, like, take all kinds of trams and trains and shit.
You're catching all those planes.
Didn't happen. Lost my backpack. Had my fucking... Yeah, one of those...
Your ID, all that shit.
Passport.
Damn.
Oh,
Okay, so
okay.
found it. Everything was good.
All right,
Did a
good.
great
You
job.
found everything.
Did a fucking great job.
Cool, cool.
Called back to the boss. He's like, "Yo,
You're fired.
No,
You
fucking
anybody
fired.
yet?
We're flying you back to Jamaica.
How many
It
girls
was
you
like,
get pregnant?
like we were supposed to get, the flight back the next day. Dude's like, "You get to see anything while you're out there?" I'm like, "Not really, dude. Fucking saw Disney." He's like,
Right.
"I'm gonna extend your flight.
Okay.
You stay there a couple days."
Wow.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
So it was really cool of him.
Wow.
Oh, so you got the.
So I got,
Obviously-
I got a couple days in Paris, France, all to myself.
that's
So let me ask you, because I'm getting
That's
ready
an
to go to
awesome
Paris
experience.
for my first time.
Okay.
Taking my wife.
All right.
How was that for you? I mean, obviously that was
man,
20
it
years
It was
ago.
fucking awesome.
Life-changing?
I mean, this is
close to life changing, kind of.
I mean, well,
Well,
basically, yeah.
It's
Because
exposed the world to you, right? Did you were you just like,
I
was it
mean-
overwhelming?
not
I mean-
overwhelming. It was just so different.
Right.
And you really see how people don't appreciate Americans,
Right.
You know,
So,
in other places.
right.
So that was a little shocker, But I guess the point I'm making with going here with this story is, I found this art show,
Okay. Oh, here we
and
go.
I was just blown away by it, and it was very inspiring. And
Right on.
I was like, I need to do this, So that was
That
kind
is
of
awesome.
like, flew back to Orlando and was like, buying little paints at Michael's and shit, and little like canvases
Michael's?
or whatever.
That was
Yeah,
even
dude.
before Sam Flax,
That was
wasn't
all
it?
fucking way before that shit. And just trying to get my little fucking artisticness on and shit,
Right.
And
Right.
it was, I was just starting from ground zero with that. I never painted before, and that it was all new, and I was just like trying all different things, just trying to find my voice.
Right.
So that took a while. I met up with a couple cats who had a little gallery.
Okay.
They had a
Here in
gallery.
Orlando?
They did. They had a little gallery downtown called the 223 Gallery. I think it was like right off of Central somewhere.
Yeah.
And
I don't remember.
I
But
I hooked
okay.
up. I hooked up with these cats, and
Yeah.
I like showed in all the shows that they had there, and it was
Yeah.
like start selling a couple little pieces.
right
You know
on.
what I mean? So,
Yeah. And you're still
They
working
just-
for Disney this time, right?
Yeah. Well, I'm still working
Or
for
the
this company.
subcontractor.
Yeah,
The
exactly.
yeah. Okay,
Still
yeah.
doing that. That was my 9 to 5. But after that, I would, get my paint on, do little gallery shows, and these guys who I got involved with, they were like, "We're going to shut the gallery down and just open up a studio space."
Wow.
And
You
then
want to rent some space?
Yeah, we're going to rent some space, and we
great.
can have our own shows there. We got
Right.
like a little warehouse.
Good location downtown.
Yes,
Fucking
split-
awesome.
Totally.
kind of split it up between us.
What
and,
was the name change then? You changed. It wasn't 223 then, was it?
No, we decided on Short Bus Studios. Was
Short Bus Studios.
Yeah.
Okay.
Ah,
Yeah,
see, okay. So, yeah,
that's where the shit start getting real.
that's right.
Okay.
Yep.
Right on. In Short Bus Studios, which is obviously a reference to on the short bus, which is the special kids that really had the talent that people didn't think had so much talent. Anyways, back to the story.
All right, so we got this short bus thing started,
Right.
and I was still like experimenting. I never really found my true voice, like something that I really
Right.
had my whole heart into. I was just messing around,
And you were doing at this point you were doing a lot of commercial work for the subcontractor, right? Like you were able to use some of your creativity,
definitely
perhaps.
like you take everything that you learn, to the next thing.
Right.
So it was like
Yeah.
all these things that you learn.
And the more you do something, the better you become at it.
Sure.
Obviously,
practice,
Which, yeah.
practice.
exactly. So, and this is what I want people to realize that this isn't something that just happens overnight. I mean, there's a lot of time and investment to get to where
Right, well, it's cool to hear the story too, because
Absolutely. Which I'm breaking away from, and
you
we
get
are too.
Well, no, you get the brief inspiration of the art show in Paris, and you kind of come back and you're like, "What can I do to germinate
Exactly.
as an
Yeah.
artist? Yeah, how can
Yeah.
I produce fruit? How
Right.
am I cutting my own mic? Hold on,
For real.
Okay.
Yeah, like
All right.
everything was on paper before that. Now I'm like like it's real, like I'm doing paint on canvases, you know, which
right,
you know,
and murals like huge. How big was? And I hate to take away from the story. Let's get back to it, but this is something before I forget, which amazes me the most is even if you're an incredible artist and you can just do like, you know, a little picture on a canvas, like a 6x5 canvas, to actually interpret that on a wall. How do you do those dimensions? You got to have some mathematical skills. How do you size that shit up? That's what impresses the fuck out of me, dude.
Brick walls help a lot, you know, if it's like cinder block or brick or something, you know, then you could kind of like count the bricks or, you know, where you don't need like a grid or anything.
And have you ever start something and you're like, oh my God, I'm way off? You know, like, I'll be like,
not really.
I'd be so scared of that.
I'm always like a thinker. I like to think before I do. So I kind of like
see, and that's what's cool. I think about you is you've really got the chops as a great project manager leading these things. And when you see your mural and you see, you see all his production work and his credentials. You know, he's got a lot of chops,
right?
And that's what's cool is he kind of PMs his own murals from what I could see.
Hey, stop fucking on my question. I was asking.
Oh, I'm sorry.
How do you translate a tiny picture onto a big fucking wall?
Oh my God! See,
that was my question.
Well, you know,
because that's hardcore.
Well, you can use an overhead projector, measure.
Nah, I really
let him answer the question. How's
I
that,
don't really
host?
Mess with that. It's just find a center line on the wall and like you could break it up into a few squares, kind of. You know what I mean? Just
okay.
Basic dimension. I don't need.
Maybe
a
it's
lot,
just more
know?
mesmerizing. I'm sorry, JB, but to me, that's like to envision something.
I feel that's part of it, you know. Like,
well,
if you could just,
I guess it's important.
Go up to a wall with just your paint, you know what I mean, and make it happen.
He's trying to conceive himself doing what you're doing.
I am. I'm trying to relate it.
Yeah,
to
what
myself.
you do is truly incredible, and we know artists like Perigo of the Art Army and Andrew Spear.
We know
and,
them all. Jennifer Payne's been in here.
Jim Jackson,
moving and shaking and candlestick making,
and all of the greats truly have been through this program.
Sitting right where you're sitting,
and they'll continue to or on the phone. But what I love again about your work, man, is you really do have an awesome signature look and feel.
You got a style.
Your work,
he
has a style, dude.
Yeah,
and it's tight. It's tight too, and it is kind of mesmerizing.
But listen, it's not. It's a style. It's not a particular. Like you don't want to brand any certain artists like to just one look. Like I feel like you translate on like all mediums. Like you could do whatever you want, obviously. But you're fucking amazing, bro. You really are.
I'm just really into like the hard lines and cartoony stuff. You know what I mean?
Well, kudos to you. Okay, so that's our gushing. All right, so let's get back. But let's get back to the point where you're kind of like, hey, what am I going to do? What am I going to do with art at Short Bus Studios?
Like, something happened where I just started getting into like doing these hand drawn stickers.
Okay, right.
And putting them up.
Yeah.
You know, putting them up places.
Tagging.
And it kind of...
Smart.
You know, I kind of got a little bit of recognition from that. People were like, you know, who's this guy or whatever kind of thing.
Are we getting into the Dalai Lama stuff?
Yeah.
Right? Okay.
Yeah, and that, from doing stickers for so long, I say so long, but like at the time it was only like maybe a year or something like that of doing these hand-drawn stickers.
Yeah, but when you're getting that heat, it's like, oh shit.
No, and it was always like something topical or something, to get someone pissed off or, whatever. So I collected like a kind of group of haters who would like cross my shit out or like rip it down or put something over top of it.
Sure.
And this is kind of pre-internet days too, right? With the Dalai Lama?
Kind of. No.
Well, I think like that was like MySpace.
07, 08.
MySpace was blowing up right then.
You got your first iPhone about this time?
No,
I think. Or somebody
I was
did.
still flipping it. But.
Okay.
But did that help you at all, or was it MySpace days?
Like, dude, like I fucking blew up on the MySpace, bro.
Okay,
like,
crazy.
Yeah, like I had
they just lost all your shit, right?
Buy buttons and stuff. Like you can just like scroll through and buy like little sticker packs. Or T-shirts.
Yeah.
Okay,
yeah, man. Like,
that's awesome.
Yeah, it was like my own little fucking enterprise.
And that was before, before they controlled that and made money off of it and shit, right?
Oh yeah, way before.
Like Facebook is doing now.
And then it was all like kind of you couldn't sell stuff on there without
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, but that's 20 years ago now, right?
Dude, yeah, for sure.
That's see, this is really impressive. That, like, you know. So let's continue.
So I had like a little group of haters and stuff. So I was like,
Right.
let me come up with something, you know, like, because I was already going by Dolla at the time,
Right.
and I was like, I need to come up with something. Like, I came across this Dalai Lama book, and it had all like these quotes. And I was like, dude, I'm gonna fucking switch that shit to the Dalai Lama and like use like his quotes. And it was like I made like his face like smiling, you know, like it always is.
Yeah.
And then I would just like slap it over top of like someone who was like
Right.
hating on me or whatever. It's kind of just like a retaliation kind of
Right.
thing, you know, in the beginning. And that's where
awesome.
the Dalai Lama was born right
Okay.
there. you
All
know?
right, so that's an awesome
Dude, I love
story
this
right
fucking
there.
shit.
I love that.
So,
story, yeah.
I'm gonna, if you don't mind,
Well, in Orlando,
sit
that was
back a
really
little bit.
legendary, dude.
Bill?
That shit was like, who the fuck is this guy?
I'm gonna take a picture of you,
What
Bill.
is going on?
Sit back a little
And I
bit.
think sometime soon after that, okay, you're taking a picture. All right, so I will say, hurry up. All right, so sometime I think soon after that was really where you kind of blew up in Orlando, from what I could see. And oh my God, come on, Ansel Adams, take the picture over here. What do you do? Come on, all right, there he goes. All right, but that's kind of
He's wearing this shirt right now.
the little springboard, I think, for kind of where
Yeah.
you really people had name recognition with Dolla Lama and then
Yeah.
Dolla Bill, and it was like you kept changing your name
Right.
almost after that, which I will get to, which I think is fascinating.
Yeah, like you got to switch it up. You know
Okay.
what I mean, you got to flip it and switch.
gotta
it,
keep-
know? That's part of
keep
part of the
evolving,
culture too. Like
keep
a lot
inventing.
Of, like, sure, like all these
Yeah.
artists these
Dude,
days.
makes
You know,
sense.
This picture's
flip their
awesome, bro.
name.
So it looks good.
Dude, look how good this picture looks to you, bro.
All right. Oh, jeez. He's all of a sudden
I like that.
Come
Yeah.
on, 15-year-old.
Dude, I'm sorry, I'm fanboying out
my
like
God. If
Carrie
you-
did with the Cure.
If you start eating a Lunchable, it's over. Anyway, in
All right.
studio with Dolla Bill.
Dollar bill, y'all.
That's right. That's right.
So,
Like,
and
we're
it went
talking
to
about
Dalai
this-
Lama.
Okay, so now
Kind of epic springboard moment
Dalai
for him, I
Lama.
would say.
Dalai Lama.
So now once that came about, you know, like stickers weren't enough. It's like, all right,
Make
that's the
some
whole
shirts.
like Shepard Fairey has been doing his thing for a minute before I even thought about it. And he can't, you know, was doing the wheat paste posters, the big posters, and
Yeah.
I'm like, all right, man, I don't know if I can start doing this. I'm gonna start doing the poster thing and getting
Okay.
those around town. So
Okay.
Right.
So not only did I do like the Dalai Lama stuff, but then I would like do my own like cartoon character guys, you
Yeah.
know, and put those guys around town. So that once I start doing that and taking flicks of that and like posting it, you know,
Right.
that's kind of like, you know, I was getting a little heat behind what I was doing, you know, and it just like, you know, it just kind of fueled the fire.
And when you
Got
say
me
heat,
keep doing more.
You mean like people were gathering around it, or you were getting some controversy?
No.
No, he was getting,
maybe
like,
it was the wrong word.
Attention
but yeah, it was-
from
yeah.
like Orlando Weekly and being in galleries and stuff. So you were starting to get it, inviting into galleries and shit too at that time, because it was
Yeah.
like bringing street art to the
Exactly.
damn gallery
Exactly.
at that time, which was like
Right.
09, like 10 years ago.
Right. Are we in the right time frame?
Yeah,
09?
man.
Okay,
Yeah,
perfect.
yeah. Perfect time.
All right.
So so then you kind of exploded on the scene, I would say. You know,
yeah,
you
you could
really
say that, I guess.
became-
Man. You could say that.
Well, you
I
became very
started-
well known.
I started like getting more involved with galleries for
Right.
sure. And
So-
about around that time, I started developing my own painting style. You know, like on like I would paint on wood and use like different spray mask and stencil techniques
Yeah.
on wood. So,
Right.
Like I could recreate what I was drawing. You know, recreate that like with real tight lines and stuff. Like
Yeah.
wow, I could. Exactly how I wanted to always paint. You know what I
you know
mean?
what?
Like
Right.
instead
You
of
were-
doing it with on the canvas with the brushes and shit, that's garbage.
You had to
me,
be
you know? Like, I
impressing
can't do
yourself.
that. Yeah.
Were you impressing yourself?
Well, not
'Cause-
impressing myself. Just like this isn't me. I like my stuff real clean and tight. And I just wasn't achieving that. With brushes.
Oh.
Well,
Okay.
but it's awesome because you're like, hey, I'm in
perfectionist, really.
total control of
Yeah.
this, and I can kind of really lay it out as I want to, which is awesome. Which I want to say is testament again, kind of that whole production skill set that you have, that whole sensibility of a project manager, that whole broad scheme.
So hey, that's
project.
That's what I'm trying to get at. Is where you're such. I feel like Were you such a perfectionist that you weren't happy with anything you were doing?
Pretty
or
much.
Okay.
I mean,
Okay,
I'm not
so-
saying like my stuff is like, oh, it's perfect, but it's
No, I
like that's
gotcha.
it. That's
But-
really like I just wasn't happy with the results.
See,
you know?
I would look back at it and be like, "Oh man, look what I just did." But you look back at it and you're like, "God damn it, I could have done it
like,
better."
It needs to be like way cleaner. And
Oh,
tighter, you know
see,
what I mean? Like,
that can be very frustrating, JB. What trying to home a craft and never being happy with it, and never sometimes even getting
I
it
do
out.
this show every week. I know exactly what you're
That's-
fucking talking about.
Yeah.
Okay.
And it's true. It's like, we're doing this for nothing.
Okay, but
And-
no, I know, but I
yeah.
want it to sound clean. You want everybody
Right,
to be
sure.
heard,
Yes.
not one person to be lower. I totally
And
relate
then-
to it. I understand.
See, I don't
All right.
so much. I think I
What?
look back at me like, "Goddamn, look what I did."
right on.
Yeah, but
You just
Right
like.
on.
You
I mean,
just do
it
it.
was proud moments, where you're
Right.
like, oh, like,
okay, there you go.
sure.
It's
There's
something
always-
more to keep
Yeah,
you going on, right?
Definitely.
Okay, cool. Because
And so like with the stuff I was doing on the street, the posters, I mean, that was another reason, like, you can get a lot of like bombing done in one night, and
Right.
it looks so clean and tight. Like it's a poster. It's
Okay.
exactly what you drew.
And you're
it-
happy, right?
Yeah,
You're
and
like,
you're not
oh.
like, and it goes up so quick. It's like you're not spending time like waiting to get caught by the police and shit.
right.
You know,
And you were doing a lot of
just-
that downtown here in
Oh,
Orlando,
yeah.
right?
Oh yeah, I would do like straight up bike missions where
Right.
I'd be riding on my bike with like fucking
And let me tell you
weed
something.
paste and posters.
Nobody
and,
was doing that back then, right?
not here. No.
Yeah.
I mean, people were doing it like in the city,
but not
and shit.
here.
No, not.
And that was giving you a lot of heat.
yeah.
Because I think around those times I was like, bartending at certain bars, and you were very much well established. Like you were well respected on the street.
Right.
Anybody part of the scene back then that knew anything knew who you were and knew what you were doing.
Right on.
And you were
Well, because
the
the shit was everywhere. It was
Yeah.
awesome. You would
Yeah.
turn around, there's a sticker. It's
Right
like
on.
you blew that shit up, dude.
Yeah, man. I made
Hell
it my
yeah.
mission. That was my mission back then, for sure.
dude, you were it was great because you really like kind of established the whole Orlando scene. You were the first guy to be doing this shit for real. And you realize that? Do you realize that?
Well,
or
I
you
think,
just
I think
realize
it was,
that?
he maybe
Wait,
had some other contemporaries, but I think he led the pack.
but
I
he
mean, as far
definitely
as
led the pack. Are
getting
you
his
kidding
shit
me?
out there. Yeah, no, without question. But in studio with Dolla Bill, aka Dolla Short, aka Dolla AM7.
AM7.
AKA Dolla Llama.
Yes.
So let's get to the name Regeneration because I love it, dude.
Okay.
And I know you
Yeah.
explain it like you're constantly evolving and stuff like that.
Right.
But where do these names come from? Is it kind of like you're just in circumstance, or you're like, and it's an epiphany?
Well, like the original name Dolla came
Right.
from a good friend of mine who had passed away, Sean Allen.
Okay.
Okay.
We had built a tiki bar in his backyard, and before, I mean, there was even a roof on the fucking thing.
Whoa.
We had a
I knew Sean, obviously, yeah. But, yeah.
yeah, he's a great
Yeah.
dude, man.
Yeah, he was very much like part of the scene. Oh, man. You just brought me back for a second there. But go on.
Yeah, man. We hooked up, and he wanted to build this tiki bar in his backyard, so we started it before we even had like
Those parties
walls
were
on
great.
the thing or a roof on it. We installed like this little I guess it's called like the Jamaican ring toss game or something, where it's like a hook on the end of the wall, and then you
Right.
have like a string with a ring on it, and you try to like get it on the hook.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. So
Yeah.
we screwed a little coconut into the fucking post there, and we'd play like $1 for 3 throws. The best out of 3 throws would get the $1.
Okay.
And I was pretty fucking good at that shit. And there you go. He started calling me Dollar Bill, and then,
Gotcha.
Wow.
Yeah.
Dude,
Yeah.
I had no idea.
There you go.
Because of
man.
Sean?
Whole story.
Yeah.
Wow,
See?
dude. That's
And what the hell is
That's a
that
great
game?
story.
What's that game called
you,
again?
yeah.
The Jamaican ring toss game?
Jamaican
Yeah,
ring
I don't
toss.
fucking- I don't
Okay,
know.
let me Google that. Hold on.
mean, it's
so
probably
get
not,
shut down for
but-
porn. Hold on.
Yeah, so man, I'm really enjoying talking with you, Bill,
Thank you.
and your whole transition, and I mean it's awesome,
I see it.
and
I see it.
and the
That
whole
takes
thing
skill, though.
with you tagging everything around town.
Okay.
You really were. I hate to go back to this, but not really, because you really kind of started that here locally. There was no one else doing that at that time.
I appreciate
right?
you saying that. Yeah,
I remember a
I would
couple
never say
times-
that, but you're more than welcome to say that.
Well,
for
but
me.
I remember back
I'd agree with him.
at times I remember a couple times that you were getting geared up to go do some missions.
Yeah.
On bicycles.
Right.
Like,
Getting all liquored up before.
After a certain bar would close down, Will's Pub. And you,
I'm out. I'm ready to go do my shit.
Yeah. So, I mean,
all right.
yeah.
So that's about it. All right. So with all of the ties with Orlando, again, I love that you're still here. You're from here. You do a lot of work. At that point, you were really getting a lot of kind of attention from magazines and stuff.
Yeah, right.
Which I really saw was really kind of blossom for you. I was like, oh shit, look at him, he's everywhere. Yeah. So the sticker to the magazine, Art's going crazy with you. All right. So give us a little color around that.
It was just like the perfect time for that. It was
like
the perfect storm. Like,
and we're like 10, 12. Maybe
right.
2010, 2012. Okay.
And, I would put my stuff out there to different publications and stuff, but for the most part, people would reach out to me and be like, "Hey, we'd like to do a little something on here, like, and send some high res flicks of your work. Boom, boom, boom. Next thing you know, there's some magazines and some books. And,
that's fantastic.
Yeah.
That's fantastic. See, and that's cool too because a lot of the times you just got to be approachable. You got to ask. You got to kind of ask.
MySpace, bro.
Communicate. And you got to be on MySpace, man.
It's all about networking, really.
It is.
MySpace. Yeah, you're right. MySpace was huge, though.
It was so big.
How many followers did you? Like 20,000, 40?
I had a lot, man. I had a lot.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, anyway, we're in here talking with Dolla Bill. We're at about 2012, 2015. So let's jettison up.
No, we're going to jettison into a break right now.
What?
Yeah.
Good Lord,
no,
man.
This is good. This is good, right? Yeah, we're going to take a little break.
3-part session. All right, what are you going to play now?
This
Thompson
is worthy
Twins,
of it.
what are you doing? What are you going to play?
Dude, I'm keeping it in the theme of the people that were inaugurated into Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
What'd you call me? Okay.
So I'm going to play
you said inaugurated. Okay.
High and Dry by Radiohead. Radiohead was inducted.
That's a great song.
It is a great song.
Well, why don't you play me one that I don't know?
Okay.
You're going to on-the-fly change.
Yeah, I can absolutely on the fly
change.
He's
on the fly changing.
How about My Iron Lung? Because that song is awesome. You know this song too, right? Or anything. Actually, anything off the Bends is amazing. So, you know what? I'm going to actually play this song, which is Street Spirit.
Oh.
It's the last song on the Bends.
Oh my God!
Yeah,
let's make it happen.
Yeah, we're gonna do this.
Talk to me.
What
is
it?
We're
here in studio with Dolla Bill.
We're gonna take a break now.
Yes, we're taking a break.
A 3-part session with Dolla Bill.
That's right. And thanks for being in here.
Unprecedented. Thanks for dealing with this. It doesn't make any sense, but let's do it.
JB Rap Show. Here's Radiohead.
Touching me, oh,
WJBW, Orlando, Florida. The first quasi-radio web show.
Wow. Yeah.
All right, we're back. JB Rev Show. That was Radiohead with Off the Bins, and that was Street Spirit. Fade Out.
That's always a great song.
Yeah, and they were inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, and that's why I'm playing
I catch
that.
the theme now. You're
Okay,
doing,
there you go.
All right.
Congratulations, guys.
Yeah.
All right,
Well,
thanks.
this was a good year for
the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
A good
the best
rock and
ever.
roll getting
They
recognized.
finally got
yeah,
it.
this was a
Stevie Nicks.
very good year. Anyway, all right.
Yeah.
In studio with
In
Dolla
studio.
Bill, we've split this local legend session up into like 3 parts. So this
Which
is
is
kind of
great.
cool because now we're almost up into present day. Right?
Almost.
I mean,
Almost,
almost, yeah. So we're talking kind of, we put a pin in like the 2010, 2012 era, getting really big into magazines and stuff like that. You know, it was really before, well, that was Facebook time, wasn't it? Yeah, that was like Facebook time.
That was the beginnings.
Yeah, that was like, all right. So, so bring us, kind of peel us up into present day, Bill.
All right. So from there, after the poster thing, you know, I started messing with spray paint a lot more.
Right.
But,
Right on.
you know, that was even, you know, it was definitely more than 10 years ago, but started getting into that. And my main goal was like, I want to be able to create what I do, you know, in the studio. I want to do that on a wall. So it was a little, you know, from jump, like, it
Like
was like,
harrowing.
you know, I might not be the best painter, but at least my shit is like clean, you know, like
Right.
that was my main goal at first. And then just from there, you know, from just having a clean, very clean style, just like freaking it more. Like, just,
Well, that came in from all the discipline of the previous
Sure.
paid projects that you've done.
definitely.
Okay, so that's cool. All right. So you're moving into this now. I mean, I think at that time too, you had done some gallery shows
Yes,
back
correct.
then, and maybe you were doing even 3D art. I saw some spray paint cans with
Yeah, I
your
mean,
logo and tags on them and shit.
For sure. Like, I was a
product.
fabricator by trade, so like,
Okay.
I would come up with little things to make, you know, like 3D little objects and stuff, and then
Yeah.
make little 3D characters, you know, out of wood or
I
plastic.
love that kind of stuff.
Yeah,
you still
man.
have any of those?
I do.
Yeah.
I do.
Do you
Right
sell
on.
them? Do you
I
sell them?
sell 'em,
Yeah.
man.
What do you
Yeah?
got? Where's a
Hell
good
yeah.
place for people
Yeah,
to
where
find
can
that
we
shit?
buy that?
Google that right now.
Yeah, just jump in the DMs, man, if you're interested.
Okay,
in
so
something,
just
for
connect
sure.
with you straight up through Facebook. Be like, hey, let's go.
Yeah,
I got it.
Facebook, Instagram.
You got the old
whatever.
school, MySpace
Or if
technology.
you want to get more pro, you know, my email address is on my stuff.
What is your email address?
It's Dallalama at keepingitreal.com. No, it's Dallalama at hotmail.com.
Hey, keepingitreal.com, motherfucker. Hashtag working edition, Dollar Bill in studio. That is badass. Okay, so we're coming like 14, 15. We're kind of getting into present day. I saw recently some pics of you working with Andrew Spear. So there was some cool collaborations going on. And you know who's great in this city, who your vibe melds with? Salilla.
Salilla.
Swam and those cats.
Oh yeah, for sure. You know, I've been friends with Swan for a while.
Yeah.
and you know, the soliloquist of sound.
No doubt.
You know,
Absolutely. He's been in the studio with us before.
definitely, man. Definitely cool people, good
Yeah.
people right there for sure.
Well, they bring that vibe, and I think that's what it's all about a lot of the times is, you know, you're going to get a certain level of something. So we were kind of talking a little bit, too, about galleries.
Yeah,
So what have you been doing lately? So if we're coming up into present day, so bring us into kind of gallery time up into present day.
Gallery time, like I got a good opportunity to show with a local gallery called Bold Hype.
Right.
And,
Bold Hype.
Bold Hype,
right.
Gallery. And they stuck it out in Orlando for a while now.
Yeah, they have. They've been here for a while.
They moved to New York, like
Right.
Manhattan style.
Okay.
So it was good, like doing like a solo show here, and then getting to do another solo show with them in New York.
Right,
you know, hitting
Right.
the different coasts.
Yeah.
Hitting the coast.
Right,
And,
right.
You know, that's when like my work shifted a little bit from like just graphic to a lot more 3D, and then I was playing with like optical illusions and you know, stuff like that
Wow.
with my paintings. And you know, just progressing, just progressing in my style.
You've always been progressing. There's no doubt about that for sure.
Yeah.
And then I think we were too talking about kind of the name changes. So
Yeah.
the name
Yeah.
are you going to change your name during this interview?
We need to change my name.
Dolla Radio.
Something, man. Something.
Penny Pincher.
I don't know if I'm down with Dolla Radio, but we got.
Okay.
Yeah.
Come on
I don't
with
know what I
something.
got.
And
Come on with
you know what?
Dolla FM. Yo.
No, okay. Look, you over there. So, and you kept talking about, galleries. It's not really so much about doing galleries anymore either. I mean, especially in your medium and what you got going on.
Yeah, man.
Yeah,
I mean, the thing with
I
galleries
think the best gallery is out in,
Exactly, man.
out in the open.
Exactly where I was going
right.
with this. To do a gallery show, you're in the studio.
Right.
You're fucking in the studio.
You're limited.
Like a monk and shit. You're
Yeah,
like
yeah.
in there fucking
Between four
doing
walls.
what you do, doing what you do. And then it all boils down to this one night that you hype up, or this 1 month,
Right.
Whatever.
Exactly.
That you're hyping up in your mind. And it's always like, in some ways, for me anyways, it was always like somewhat of a disappointment. Like, I didn't.
Right.
I didn't like break even, I didn't fucking.
Yeah, that's
you know,
another thing
it's kinda,
too. You get the
and all that
stress
work.
factor.
Sure.
Yeah.
Well, it's all that
and you got to
expectation.
provide that
Yeah,
extra
man. Exactly,
work
exactly.
to present. And
You
then,
put all
like,
this expectation into something, and you kind
Yeah,
of
and so-
can
It
be
was like
disappointed.
taking something that I loved and turning it more into a job and turning it into something that I wasn't vibing on.
So remember that, JB, when you're asking about gallery shows. Who gives a fuck about gallery shows?
Whoa.
Let's talk about
hey,
because
some
you were like,
Whoa,
let's talk about
man.
gallery. But
Well, I was just trying to keep it in the timeline there. So it's like 14, 15,
like
16.
Some people
we're up
they
to
love the gallery. And
Right.
That's how they make their ends. That's how they
it's
feed themselves.
not necessary. It's like it's all about just getting your art
But
out
at
there.
that time, it was more of a part of it than it is now. I mean,
Whatever,
obviously,
JB.
you want murals.
I'm out of
What?
here.
Okay.
No, just kidding.
You should.
Anyways,
I can totally
you're
quit
so
you.
pretentious
Okay.
with your. You can quit me. What? What are you talking about? I'll come over. I'll jump over.
Asinine.
Let's play nice.
All right. Those tiny little hands that make my cock look so big. It's all about the cock. All about the cock.
I'm tired of this little girly man.
So, JB's got some fingers, pushes buttons, makes some noises happen. It's awesome. I'm going to Google that right now. Google that right now. See? All right.
Okay, all right.
So we're in studio with Dollar Bill.
All right, so we're almost up to present day, right?
We're almost
Yeah,
there, but-
almost.
Okay,
Right.
so,
there.
so
Being
what's
today.
going to happen from then to now, though? Because you've
But
been
wait.
kind of undercover, I will
pinnacle-
say.
Yeah. I mean, I've just
Yeah.
kind of been.
That's right.
Yeah, on the
Trying to
down.
paint outside, outdoors.
Right.
Okay.
Where
You're super interested in murals.
Yeah, that's where my main focus.
Do you
is.
still have your corporate job kind of thing? Your day,
I
like
do.
you know,
I have a day job.
Okay,
I have a
okay.
day
which
job.
is it still being creative and doing what you do?
Totally creative.
See, that's
Awesome.
great.
Totally creative.
Good.
It's I do what I like to call artistic construction.
Okay.
I'm on the
Okay.
jobs. I'm on the job site. It's construction workers. But
Right.
what we do is more on the artistic side of that.
What
Okay.
are you not with
Okay.
what's hold
So
on.
it's more for like scenic.
It's can we
Yes,
talk
yes.
can we say the name of your company or no?
Yeah, I don't see why not.
Who are you working for?
I work for the Nassau company.
Okay, perfect. Yeah.
What's it called?
Nassau. So Dave Green,
Okay.
you know, like the regulars. Like, did you go to Japan recently?
Nassau
with-
company.
I did not go to Japan.
Okay,
No.
so Dave went there, and that's an awesome company. You've been with them for a long time now, right?
I've been with them for about 6 years now.
Oh, 6 years. Not that long.
6
then.
years,
Cool.
yeah.
Awesome.
That was great, man.
So that is one company that you can completely be creative, and I've got
Certainly.
nothing but. I mean, they have supported and helped so many artists in this town, more than I can even name. But very talented artists that haven't even, that are trying to get to. I mean, you've got an awesome success. Sorry, I took my glasses off. Here, I was like trying to be dramatic.
Hold on,
But
yeah.
you have such a a success here in town, and it's awesome to see that, and to see that there are companies like Nassau to support the artists that are trying to like get basically try to make a living.
Well, the thing
Get it,
is,
girl.
Design and still be creative.
Get it, girl.
I mean, the artists make the company. That's what it
Absolutely.
is. Definitely.
So, man, that's awesome, dude.
All right.
So now
That's good.
we're coming up right into the very present, the pinnacle of your success. Obviously, is being here on the JB Rev Show.
This is a high point for
like,
sure.
you know, I mean, the only thing higher is, you know, I mean, David Letterman already
gold
retired.
medal, perhaps maybe gold medal.
Well, David,
Gold medal.
Gold.
He seems to want a medallion.
I
We
do.
should print up local legend medallions. That would
I was
be awesome.
surprised I didn't get a
to be
medallion.
able to send that shit out. You are surprised. I'm so sorry. We're
I was like, what?
backlogged.
No medallion.
We're backlogged on medallions. Yeah,
He did ask that earlier.
The
actually.
beer and the accoutrements always take place first. So
Fuck the
we'll
local
keep
legend.
running out of the medallions.
I want a medallion.
No, I do want to get medallions. That'd be awesome.
Medallions are cool.
All right.
That's cool.
Talking with Dollar Bill, I would love to
Medallions
get
for everybody.
local legend medallion, but you have been dubbed. Thank you so much, dude. You are doing great stuff in this
man.
town, and it
Thank
feels
you.
like you're about to blow up and do something else, and I don't know what it is because you've been down, like laying low for quite a while, bro.
Yeah.
and it's
That's a good question.
yeah.
What's next, Bill?
It feels like something
next?
crazy is
Yeah.
about to
I
happen
mean,
for you, man.
Could be.
I really feel like it too. Like, what
Well,
about merchandising? Are you have you thought about like getting
I had
back
a-
into that game?
I had a discussion with someone about that very
Yeah.
recently about merchandising, and I mean, why not? Maybe a couple T-shirts, nothing big. You know, I don't want to oversaturate the market.
How about
You know
like
what I'm saying? But, you
on
know,
your Instagram,
you
like
know.
just coming up with
Yeah,
like
just like a little shirt here and a
Yeah,
little
that'd be
print. You know what I mean?
even like
Just
a
something to help.
you should come up with like an
help out.
Instagram tag, like an Insta tag
Yeah, like
or something
I don't know.
for you know like just
He's gonna go into his next metamorphosis.
dollars,
He'll
yeah.
be
something. Man.
I don't know what it
You
is.
know,
Yeah,
little
you come up
logo,
with
little
something.
Dollar
Instagram
Walla.
logo, yeah.
Dollar
feel-
Wallow,
I
Dollar
feel-
Weedlow.
I feel anytime now. It's like it's really gonna blow.
I'm
up
just
for
throwing
you.
something out there. I don't know, but our
Pretty
guest,
soon-
our guest tonight
Is
is the badass Dollar Bill, Dollar Shore,
Bully
whatever you
Bully.
want to call that man, Dollar
Dalai Lama. I
and
tagged you
his
as
name-
Dalai Lama on Facebook just now.
Billy the Kid.
Billy the Kid.
That could be-
Is that
that
your
could be
nickname?
something
You're not a
like
kid
that.
Okay.
anymore.
Not a kid.
Yeah, it's
But,
like a little Wayne.
What kind of stuff do
Big
you
Wayne
do?
now.
You, but yeah, I guess seriously on a future kind of retro tip.
Young MC.
What kind of stuff are you into
Not so
now?
much.
We're all Gen Xers, and it's interesting to kind of get people's taste on music or art. Is there somebody you're really vibing on right now? Because, you know, like occasionally we'll talk to people that maybe they'll drop a name of, yo, man, I'm into this right now or listening to that. I mean, it's just interesting to see what inspires people. And it's oftentimes other people's music and
Yeah,
art.
definitely.
You know, when you answer this, because
Yeah.
I'm interested, because, like, you know I'm not like I'm going out there like looking for new art. You know what I mean? It's just like what gets in front of my face.
Right.
That, you know, it's really about, you know, and so yeah, what's something you're into right now?
Like music wise,
Oh, music.
Cool Keith's my dude right
Dude,
there.
Okay.
Of course, Cool
Yeah.
Keith. Come on now.
Some MF Doom.
Oh,
You know,
So what about some new stuff though?
you know,
Any new stuff? I mean, this
I
is
mean,
so
the
old school.
new as I get is probably like some riff raff. You know,
Wow.
I
All right.
like some riff raff.
So, you know, not to plug another show, but have either one of you have you seen the Hot Ones before?
The hot ones.
Yeah, it's a YouTube show.
Okay.
It's blown up on the YouTube.
We'll plug
but
other shows.
yeah, we'll go ahead and plug it. But it's called Hot Ones, and what it is, you start from 10 chicken wings, and he interviews the guests, and after each chicken wing, it goes from mild to extremely hot.
Okay.
And by the time they get to the 7th or 6th one,
I've heard of it, yeah.
you get so
I'm
like
familiar.
jacked up on like
Your eyes
so you know
are
what I'm talking
watering.
about, yeah.
You know,
And you're like you're not thinking straight, and you're just like you're high basically.
I like this.
So
Yeah.
like
You're high on the heat.
The first
You're
best
high
one
on
to
the
watch
heat,
is Gordon Spears. He does Gordon
Yeah.
Spears, and who knows a famous chef.
Gordon
And
Ramsay, you mean?
yeah, I'm sorry, Gordon Spears.
Gordon
my
Ramsay.
god! Oh my
we
god!
just had Gordon
Wow,
Spears
we did
last
it. We had
week.
this Gordon
It's
Spears right
amazing.
recently. Oh my god!
yeah.
We're so
Wow,
famous.
Gordon Ramsay. Oh
Yeah.
my god!
Gordon
I can't believe
Ramsay,
I said Gordon
dude.
Spears.
Okay.
Shout out.
Shout out.
So, but I mean, he says fucking shit so much. It's just, it's really very entertaining. But he does like Kevin Hart. He's an amazing guest.
He calls people a donkey. I know that.
That's
Yeah.
Gordon Spear.
Not to throw
No,
in another
that's Gordon
sidebar.
Ramsay.
Yeah,
Oh my
sidebar.
God. Please
Here we go.
save
Gordon
us.
Ramsay, have you fucking heard those high pitched dude, like, he's reading, like, the roast that Gordon does to people.
No.
Oh, my, it's so fucking hilarious.
Can I find it on?
You can find it.
So
Like,
what were
Gordon
the-
Ramsay roast, probably.
Google that right now.
Gordon
Google that
Ramsay.
shit.
Yeah. Google that right now. That's my voice.
Yeah, it's
drop.
like this dude, he puts his voice, like, on high pitch, and just the way he like, fucking reads it and laughs, like...
Twitter chefs. It looks like a
good.
black guy.
It's good. Yes, sir.
Okay.
On
Yes,
a little
sir.
tricycle or something.
My team
Let me
and
see.
I
Oh,
always
he's got a commercial. All right, so we'll just mute
Turn
that.
down the
All right,
commercial.
but I don't know. It looks like Alonzo Larone. Is this
That
guy's
could
name?
be. It's been a while,
Okay.
but...
All right. It's been a while. All right, so let's skip this ad.
Yeah, just goodbye, Joe.
Get a dictionary. Hi, chef. My mom's beefsteak. One of my
No,
favorites.
no.
That's not it.
Thoughts?
That's
Please
not
have
it.
some
Stop
for
it.
me. He's gonna-
Stop that one. So it's called Gordon Spears High Pitch.
Gordon
Gordon
Ramsay's
Ra-
high-pitched roasts.
Yeah, Gordon
Something like
Ramsay
that.
High Pitched Roast. You know how it goes.
Google that right now.
That's the that's the way we go. So
At Gordon Ramsay.
There you go.
Big portion, I know. But what do you think? Looks like my granddad's knee replacement.
What is happening?
Hey, how about this fried rice? I've been waiting for your answer, master. Looks like your eggs have been fried for 2 weeks.
So you got to see the photos that go along
Okay.
with it.
All right.
He fucking sets it over the edge.
Okay, all right. So I'll share this out. I'll like this on YouTube. It'll share it out to
Yeah.
my Twitter feed at RadioJBWeb.com,
right.
at RadioJBWeb on Twitter.
Hey,
there you go. You can find
this show's
find
been
it there.
great,
All right, so
by the way.
that's a funny as hell. All right, so we're talking with Dolla Bill. We're up to present day. He's got
we even-
surprises coming out we don't even know about.
Don't
Yeah.
even know.
And,
don't even know.
All right, so
What?
we'll keep that all a mystery then.
All right.
What do you want to do now? You want to talk about anything?
Yeah.
Well, in the very near future,
Yeah.
Here we go.
I'm taking a week hiatus off of work,
Okay.
and I'm taking back some spots.
Oh.
Yep.
Taking
Okay.
back some
Yeah, I'm
spots.
taking
So-
back some spots that
Okay.
I
What do you
had
mean?
at one time that have now been
Oh.
painted over.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm just trying to get
Like
my
where?
shit back
Yeah.
on the street. Like
Okay.
Drunken
That's
Monkey's
awesome.
one. Drunken
Okay.
Monkey. I'm
Okay.
gonna get that spot.
Right there on Bumby.
Yup.
Badass.
Okay.
The
He's
Hanau.
doing his thing.
The Hanau, that's not one that's been taken away.
Hanau.
I need to go. The
Yeah, we
Hanau
saw you
Center,
there.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Oh,
we
right
saw
on.
that there before we did a live remote from there like last year, I think it was.
Okay.
But that's a great spot.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's
man.
right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Remember
We talked about
People's
Jose?
right there.
Yeah.
Yep. Jose's
Yeah.
a good dude, man.
Yeah, we
Yep.
talked about you, bro.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
dude.
Right on.
Oh yeah, we actually did.
Yeah, we did.
See? And
So
then
that's good that we're here.
We
Okay.
come full circle.
Yeah, so there you go. So yeah, we've done it. We've come full circle. So all right, so cool. So you're eyeing some local spots. There's some time coming up in the near future.
Yeah.
You're going to be
So,
creating, let's
in
say.
1 week,
Which is
you're gonna
awesome.
do-
which is awesome.
You're gonna
One
do
week, I'm trying.
Hanoi?
I'm shooting for at least 3 spots in town. Yeah.
That's great.
Yep.
I got a spot for you.
See, that's a work ethic. That's what we
Yes,
talk
sir.
about.
Yes,
the
sir.
work ethic, the discipline, the structure.
Seriously, I got a
Our
spot for
interview
you.
guest tonight has been a damn local legend and will continue to be because
Yeah, as long as he sticks around,
well-
you ain't gonna move anywhere, right?
Nah, man. I got.
you're hanging in Orlando.
I'm hanging.
That's good.
I mean, work might take me.
Good.
Take me other places.
Like Paris
well, you
like
might go on
Paris.
trips and whatnot,
or
which is acceptable,
Istanbul.
understandable.
or Haiti.
Yes.
Oh, you going to That's
kidding.
interesting. What?
I'm only kidding.
Is he for real? Oh,
Oh,
okay.
how about
I'm like, why are you going
We're
there?
just saying words.
Zimbabwe?
Well, there's a
Zimbabwe,
lot of
yeah.
great art all over the
Ethiopia.
world that our show is a testament to. Over the summer series, we
Easter
actually
Island.
interviewed
Africa.
some guys from Uganda.
You can
So-
go to Africa.
Yeah,
Hell
so
yeah, boy.
so art is everywhere, man. Don't limit
Asia,
it. Don't
going to
limit
Asia.
art, motherfucker. All right,
China, going to China.
okay. If you can,
Vagistas.
go
Hey.
places while you can.
Man, this has been great. I don't want to stop this, but you know, at
All
some
good,
point
all good things must come to an end.
we
Jared.
have to. It's already, man. It's after 9 o'clock.
Let me get to
Yeah.
a couple
Oh,
of news
shit.
stories.
Oh, shit.
You gotta sit through these stupid. Listen, this news story sucks so bad.
And now,
They're not that bad.
They're horrible.
All right, hang out with
And
us.
he races right through them. It's fucking
breaking
ridiculous.
news. Badly.
Breaking news badly. There
Really
we go.
badly. You're so bad at this. It's
Blowing
awesome.
through headlines.
It's like a train wreck.
blowing through headlines.
Blow through them.
Seth Rogen just launched his very own cannabis company. 604now.com has that article.
All right, hey, I got a story real quick about Seth Rogen.
Oh, boy. Okay.
All right, so I watched a movie yesterday, and I hate movies, by the way. It's hard for me to sit through a whole movie.
Oh, wow.
But I sat through a Seth Rogen movie called Observe and...
Report?
Yes. Have you seen that movie?
I think I have, yeah.
Oh, my God. You probably just saw it on Netflix, right?
No, I didn't see it recently.
I saw it yesterday. I've never seen it before.
Sadly enough.
It is so dark and creepy and just, it's cringy. Like, you see stuff that, this would never pass today in today's,
I'm gonna have to watch
demographic.
this.
But it's on Netflix. They just put it up, and, there's, kind of a date rapey scene kind of thing, and going crazy, gonna shoot my boss kind of thing.
See, my news story was just about Seth Rogen.
Really fucked up.
Starting a cannabis
scenarios.
company. Okay, all right. Thanks for your overshare on Seth
Well,
Rogen.
but dude,
okay,
watch it if you want to be cringed out and be like. But it's also very funny.
Yeah.
I mean, who can't laugh at a rapey dapey?
Yeah, this is a bad.
So
all right,
hilarious.
You're in a bad place. All right, we get it. Alternet.org. How Republican administrators always lead to an economic meltdown in 10 easy steps. That's a good.
Oh my God!
article.
Let me tell you about.
You should
10 easy
read
steps.
that real quick. It's probably what's going to happen in the future.
What?
Shaq originally named a Florida deputy. Yeah,
What happened with the last story?
Florida deputy.
Wait, we're still talking about the last story.
Shaquille O'Neal.
No, we're not.
Oh my God! See,
I move right past
You
him.
went
Anyway, what is that
Flying
in?
through it.
flying through.
That's in Broward County,
Yeah,
right
Broward.
next to us.
Holy shit.
So Shaq is
that's
now
Miami,
deputy.
right? That's
he's
Miami.
now a deputy. No, is it?
Broward, yeah.
Oh, I thought that was. What am I confusing?
It's
it with?
absolutely
Brevard.
Miami.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah,
Brevard.
you're thinking Brevard.
So that's
Not
down in
Broward.
Miami.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's
Well,
rough.
that's still pretty.
Yo, Broward
pretty
ain't
cool.
no joke.
Fake news.
Ooh.
Fake news.
NYDailyNews.com. Federal court rules that giving a police officer the middle finger, is a constitutional right. You may have seen this a few weeks ago.
All right, hey, I got a story to add to your breaking news badly.
It's my right.
Come on. Can I add a story?
Oh, please.
And pull it up. All right, you got to Google it right now. All right. So
Google that right now.
Put on Armin, and David Lee Roth at Ultra. Seriously, did you hear about this? Because Ultra now is, or even put in, you know what? Put in Colonel Sanders Ultra.
Which one do you want?
Put in Colonel Sandra's.
Sandra's?
Yeah. Ultra. So Ultra, which is, supposed to be like, this cool.
Oh, when they
Dude,
all had to walk home.
It's so
Google
bad.
that right now.
They Colonel Sanders did a spot, and then Armand Van Buren did a spot with David Lee Roth. He did a
Writing's not
remix
that easy.
of Jump, and David Lee Roth. Actually, you should pull that one up because, well, if you got the Colonel Sanders, play that one.
I have a news story for you guys.
All right, cool. Let's hear that.
Mercedes-Benz just filed a lawsuit against 4 artists.
What?
For doing a mural, I think it was in Detroit.
All right.
Pretty shitty fucking thing to do. They use these artists' mural in their ads, and the artists themselves, they
Didn't get paid.
No, they didn't get paid. They didn't get paid.
They
shit.
just copped their shit?
Yeah, everyone else got paid, like the grips, the fucking cameraman, everyone got paid except for the artist.
To film the art.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
okay.
the artists got together and kind of I guess filed something against Mercedes-Benz. And then they flipped it, and I was just trying to fucking take these motherfuckers to court.
What,
And
Mercedes-Benz
fucking-
flipped it on the
Yeah,
artist?
They did.
Wow.
So what they think they have?
They think
some
they
kind
have
of
the right
domain?
to everybody's graffiti art. out
Yeah,
in
no
the
matter
world.
what it is.
Yeah, it's some bullshit.
Wow, that's fucked up. No, but that's an interesting story too, because it's exactly the point.
That is some bad news.
Of why we'll do that, and that
Full circle.
Yeah,
See?
no doubt.
See that?
All right, there you go.
Which one did you
wait,
pull up? Did you pull
I
up-
got them. I think I got both.
Dude, the David Lee Roth. With it's so bad. Can you play it up on here so you can see it or no?
I can only do it in one place at a time.
Oh, okay.
So if you want the
just
audio,
so you know, I mean, Ultra used to be back in like 98, 99. It was actually the first one was done on the beach. That's David Lee Roth. That's David Lee Roth's voice right there. Hold on.
I think we know each other. Are you ready to jump?
Oh, so bad. So bad. And then
so
see
bad.
the picture.
Here we go.
Here. Stand up and just show you. You can keep your.
No, don't sit. He doesn't have to. Okay. He's going
Are
to
you
see the
ready
video.
for getting down? Oh, wait, chub. Wow, seen the toughest
There it is
around.
right there. Okay.
Do you want to know?
It's horrible. Right? Am I
How
wrong?
you feel?
That's not good. Oh, don't touch it. Yeah.
Are you ready for what's real?
So terribly bad.
Come on back there, baby.
Yeah, he has like
Okay,
a
that's horrible.
Eminem hairstyle.
Horrible.
Yeah, he
dude.
does. The blonde.
Okay, so here's the other one.
It is time to welcome to the stage, all the way from Kentucky. Give it up for DJ Colonel Sanders.
What they're trying to do, Ultra Music Festival, and make it cool? Or?
It's this guy with a Colonel Sanders head on, like a marshmallow head, or like Dead Mouse. And listen to what he says. He goes, "Hey, everybody! Hello, Kentucky!" And he goes, "I'm in Miami." The visuals on this are. I'm Colonel Sanders. I'm everywhere. I mean, give me a break.
Okay,
And so,
give me a break.
by the way,
Get me
the
out of
first
that.
day,
Jeez.
it's on an island, and
Oh
you
my
can
God.
only be transported by bus, and there were no buses leaving.
Yeah.
So
I'm just a regular, degular, smuggler girl from the Bronx. What's up?
Yeah, they were kicking rocks.
Yeah, they were.
Yeah, what?
Hey.
I'm from the Bronx. You know who I am. No. Girl. I'm classy.
All right, JB.
But I could be classy. Teddy's on fleek all day, day.
All right.
Sorry, okay. We got your attention.
Way to fuck up a great show.
All right, hold on.
So no, we're not holding on. We're gonna wrap this up. You're gonna get the kitties queued up, right? There's our closing theme song right there.
Is that the end?
We're good. All right, so yeah, we're going to close out.
All right.
Then
Why, did you have
that's my
some more to
last
say?
breaking news badly.
No, man.
All right, good.
But I think too, I love
Thank
the fact
God.
that you're an activist and you're like, hey, let's fight for each other's rights
real, man.
to have
Yeah,
our
it's
own kind
only
of
right, man.
trademark
It's only
stuff.
right, dude.
I mean, well,
For real.
without question. But that's what we do on the JB Rev show here every single week.
Every
we
week.
learn about people. And
we shine light on the talented people
Shine
here
light on
locally.
talented people, no doubt.
Illuminating.
Yeah. Well, we appreciate the fact that you were able to hang out the whole session with us. So thank
Yeah,
you,
of
Dollar.
course.
That
Totally,
was a great,
man.
insightful
Dude,
session.
you were
we went
awesome.
through,
Thank you so
20
much,
years,
Bill.
Thanks for having me.
30
man.
years
Yeah,
with
man.
you.
It's
Well,
been
you
fun, bro.
rock. Keep it tight. What's the best way for people to get involved with what you do, man?
Yeah.
Go on
How
Facebook.
can we
What's the
reach
best
you?
way? You gave an
Yeah,
email
just-
address,
just
I think,
social
earlier.
media, man. Just to get me on social media.
So you got to say, like on Facebook, you're
All right. I
You're
think
like
it is
Jojo.
Dollar Llama.
Dollar Llama.
I think he's Dollar
Something
Llama.
Dollar. On Instagram, Dollar Short AM7.
all right. That's cool.
Yeah.
So, because man, you're awesome, and your shit is awesome.
You're awesome.
Oh, thank you, Bill.
You're awesome.
But seriously, I mean, we're very proud to have you in here, and just we can't wait to see where you're going from here because I see nothing but awesomeness happening for you. So thanks for being here, Bill. This is JB Rev Show. Thank you, JB.
Thank you. It was a great session.
Yep, it was
I
awesome.
truly want to thank Dollar Bill for being in studio. Go Google that,
sure.
find out what he's all about. We want to thank PocasHonest.com, PocasHottest.com.
Yeah, that past Pocahontas thing was awesome.
ShannonHoltArt.com, artarmy.org, infotainment.com, let's see, Nora's Sugar Shack, Little
Modern
Ladies,
Music Movement.
Modern Music Movement, Ear
Nicholas,
Theater.
we love you. Nick, we love you.
Who else are BadassSandwiches.com, throwing in that mix.
Kush Ultra Lounge.
Do not forget Kush Ultra
I'll
Lounge.
be there Friday night and
Check the
Saturday
Reverend
night this weekend.
Doing some sounds for
DJing,
your safe,
so-
awesome, fun party time
Yeah.
hookah bar. You will not get shot.
No, you won't.
No.
It's a safe
Is it
haven.
great? Is a little, yeah.
Great
Upstairs
hookah.
place. All right.
Awesome beer and wine.
What are we going
And
to
the
at
sounds
the end?
I'm providing.
I got to run to a track. Hold on.
You got to set that up yourself there.
I got a
buddy.
track. Okay,
Yeah,
let's
'cause
just go with that.
I'm able to
Roll with the
lead.
punches. Hashtag Work It Edition.
Work
Thank
it.
you all. Go to WJBWnetworks.com if you got questions. See you next week. We got a great session. Justin Symbol is calling in.
That's right. Next
And
week,
Snarky Faith as well. See you next week.
Word.
Peace.
I've been told this takes time, something I don't get, but something on my mind. And we can dance if we would. I'm good at forgetting about what's going on. But I always came for you. For on both knees too. Let me tell you something true. Can make it off, but this thing is never through. Oh, I'll never be fooled. Even though now I want to. Don't you know it's true? Roll out the punches never through. And she said, don't you worry about me. You know I'm on my own team. Yeah, I can find another you. One that loves me more too. I don't mean to play games. I said it's through, but it doesn't feel that way. Self-control I don't like, but if you hold me, I always hold you back. But I always keep for you. For on both these two. Let me tell you something true. Can make it off, but this thing is never through. Oh, I'll never be fooled. Even though I want to. Don't you know it's true? Roll out the punches never through. And she said, don't you worry about me. You know I'm on my own team. Yeah, I can find another you. One that loves me more
But I did find something out, man. I kind of, being in that Center for Drug-Free Living, I met all kinds of people.
Okay.
And one of these things, it's like a business I think my mama should start out, and it's called Duber. Because
What
there's,
the-
well, you heard of Uber, right? Uber is
Okay.
Uber
Alright.
is like this car rental place where if you're too drunk, you call Uber. They come get
Okay.
you up. You're safe.
Yeah.
Well, there's this new drug thing, man. It's called Duber, and it's like you rent your car
What is
out.
that?
You take your car. You give the keys to the.
You have a car. You have to have a car.
You have to have
Okay.
a car, man.
You have to have a car to give for what?
Yeah, even a motorcycle will do.
Okay.
Any kind of moving vehicle.
Any Duber.
Any
called.
Duber. It's
Duber.com.
called Duber.
Okay.
Yeah,
Duber.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
All right.
And they do not do any background checks.
No background checks. No.
No
Okay.
drug tests and
Of course
nothing.
not. No.
Of course, because
what,
that would
what
kinda,
does it do? Because it sounds dubious.
Well,
Duber
it's Duber.
sounds dubious.
It's Duber, man.
What
it's
does it
dubious.
do?
Well, you give your keys to the drug dealers, right? And then you give them your car, and then they rent your car out for a whole day from you, man, like maybe 8-10 hours. And how they pay you is with the drug. What? They pay you with the drug of your choice, like crack, heroin, cocaine, marijuana. And it's just a way to keep it clean, keep it off the streets, except for your car. But the only downside to Duber is not getting your car back.
Right.
WJBW, Orlando, Florida. The first quasi-radio web show.
Wow. Yeah.